Flash here, packed in the off flash here. Flash here, flash here, flash here, packed in the off flash here. Flash here, flash here, flash here, packed in the off flash here. Flash here, flash here, flash here, packed in the off flash here. Flash here, flash here. Flash here.
YouTube Twitch kick. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Oh, hang on a minute.
Get fucking there.
There'll be things on the screen from the light in there. Oh, that's going to piss me off too.
Get fucking there.
Bushes. How are we, chat? Right, Saturday incoming. We're going to start here. Briefly enjoy the garden. Akuma. Captured. Yeah, skulking. I see you, boy. I see you skulking. Akuma. Kind of great. No. Not bad today. Yeah, it's actually nice today. Akuma, those are my strawberries, boy. Wait, those are my strawberries in there. Okay, is it going to turn around on me or? Okay. Lazy Saturday, yes. Went to the gym, done some stuff, made some food. And we're going to watch the guy and then either watch a film or we're going to watch the guy and then I'm going to pass out. I didn't stream last night, I just chilled out and played video games. It was a very nice experience. I'll be honest with you now. My neighbours are listening to Linkin Park. And Like blasting it. Blasting it. Yes, it's shorts weather today, as you can see. We busted out the shorts. We got the rascal shorts. We went to the gym. Okay, so we trained legs. I mean, you can't really see. We got the legs are looking pretty good, chap. We'll hide the package. Probably just whip out the whoop. That was just off camera. Just off camera that was. It was just a little. What's that cat stuff? Akuma. Because when I go in, boy, I'm shutting that door, you're gonna be in there. When I go in, I'm shutting that door, you're gonna be in there. By the way, I tell you this on YouTube and whoever else, I'm not sure there's on YouTube. Can we check who's on the YouTube? I can check. Update. No thanks. No thanks. Either way, in a minute we'll be in there. I'll play some games. Some Crimson Desert or something. Oh mate, that boss fight on Replaced is really hard. I tried it a few times last night. I've got to lock in so bad. The thing that annoys me is you can be perfect. Like I was perfect, and then I got clipped by one hit, and then you just take a bunch of hits and your life's nearly gone. And I'm like, what fucking retards give me only like 2 heals for this boss fight? It's the worst. It's like 3 phases, 3 bunches of enemies, and 3 times fighting the main boss. And you get like 2 or 3 heals to do the whole thing. It's so dented. Great game. Dented resource management in a couple of the fights. You gotta be like just a bit. I wouldn't mind like 1 more heal would be good, you know, or maybe one less wave of enemies. Same amount as the boss, 1 less enemy wave, be perfect. Why can no one balance their shit anymore? Is it just laziness? Why do so many games come out and it's not like it literally feels like no one tested this? That's more and more of a thing. Crimson Desert, all these games like boss fights and stuff, and you're like, did no one play this before it came out? Escape things and that, I swear, they just like, they throw a couple of people into a testing room and yeah, play it for like 10 minutes, and then they just get on with it and go, yeah, it's fine. Do you know what I mean? There's no way after this stuff gets actually tested and they go, will this piss people off? Does this feel like unrealistic? They don't feel like they do. That's how it feels. Anyway, we're going to do this smoke, then we'll go inside. I'll do another one, and we'll wait for that twat to show up. There's people will be hyping this Crimson Desert video because it got 8,000 views, I think. And all the comments are making fun of him, saying what an idiot he is. And he said and he tweeted about it saying, let's celebrate. Video got 8,000 views and he's like, let's celebrate. That's a direct quote. A direct quote. Let's celebrate. Akuma. Come on, boy. I don't want you going on large exploration if I'm going to be shutting that door, lad. Ah! Turd. get shut out then because I ain't leaving that shit open. Have to whinge about it later. Anyway, it was warm today. Need to get my cardio on a little bit. I also found a new flavour of Recorder League cider that I bought. I saw it sitting there, I was like, oh, pineapple and kiwi. I've not had that one before. Brand new flavour. So that's going to be good. I'm going to leave it to chill for like the next 2 hours. It's been in there for like an hour, so I'll leave it for like another hour. It's like my Rascal t-shirt. I like this t-shirt because it looks like Blasphemous. I don't know if that's what they're going for. I don't know exactly if they copied Blasphemous, but they have a bunch of t-shirts that are like, some of them are flat out computer games. Like Solaire is on one of their t-shirts. They must have licensed it because it says praise the guns, and it's got Solaire, but he's doing a victory pose. So they must have licensed him. But this, it's not the Penitent one, but it looks a lot like the Penitent one. So who knows? Man, I wonder if they're going to make a third game. Did they do a DLC for Blasphemous 2? Yeah, they added the sword. Did they add a location? I think they added a new ending, but I never did it. I think they added a new ending, but by the time it all came out, I was so cooked with the game and I beat it a bunch of times and I never did it. Still my favourite Metroidvania. Fantastic game. I want to like Silk Song and complete it, but it's just annoying. The difficulty of Silk Song is just annoying. Again, I don't know these games where they're just like make things hard for hard's sake, and it's just like I don't think people test these things, or they just go. Maybe one day I'll go back to it, but having to deal with constant mobs, constant shit, like having to be so perfect on fights is not fun in them games. I hope we all enjoyed the weather today. If it wasn't sunny where you are, gutted. I guess that sucks. Oh. I guess that sucks. But at least for here. At least for me, it's nice. And in England, when the weather's nice, we generally enjoy it. We at least go in the garden, you know how it is. Need my brother to come with the truck. I'm not getting rid of that broccoli. My old sofa's been sitting there. I threw everything. We couldn't get that out. That's the last thing I need to basically get rid of at the garden. I've got a few other bits, but nothing really. That's the worst. I also want a new pair of these Air Maxes, but these ones are well knackered, look. But I like the colour scheme on these ones. pinks and grey and that. Well, but these are my garden shoes because they are fucked. Everyone's got a pair of garden shoes, right? I think. Legs are aching a bit. We trained hard because of course. Get in there and get another smoke on the go probably. What game that retard's gonna be playing? Nothing good. Whatever it is, I won't be watching it. Like if I had my feet up and a nice cushion. I think that'd be just about right, you know. Feet elevated slightly. Nice cushion here, like a big squishy one that sort of come around the sides. You know, it's like too big, like it sort of like squishes around you because it's too big for the chair, and then just like melt out, be perfect. Well, I might play some Division in a minute. I might play some Div 2. It won't be bad. That won't be bad at all. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking Christ. Hopefully the music's not too loud. I don't think it is. I think about. Oh yeah, it's not too bad. I got the levels alright. Kind of. My hair's looking weird. Should go and do another smoke. Go and get it ready. I think about it's nothing new. Wake at night and I think of you. Don't take mine. It's nothing new. I lie awake at night and I think about. Think about you. Don't. So I like this too. This is Why You Cutie, bruv. I think about. Right, let's get ready. Yeah, check this out. New flavour. Ooh. Frankie, how you doing? We're just relaxing. We're just chilling out. We're gonna play some games. I have to keep my ear out for that stupid cat now because I've shut the door. I think about. Anyway. Weekend's good, yeah. So far. Hey, it's Apex Twin. Yeah. Okay. I think it worked. Okay. Big ups, chats. That's not the page I wanted. There we go. Nothing technical I won't do that. Okay. Very specific song, this one. Is the old Aphex Twin. Ah. 7-day streaming week. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay. Ah. Right, anyway. Sorry, chat. Adjust my shorts. Okay, the game is loaded. I don't remember where I was. But I will loot all these. Must have been a mission. A control point. Yeah, control point. Control point. Synchronization is slow, right? Whatever. Check this. Hey, detox. No, big up. Just love fantastic. Plug this thing in and have a go at the beauty, yeah. Still ain't done that. Okay, what am I... going on here? I've got mission now. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, stud, nice muscles. Can I see your penis?
Oh yeah, this is new. This is new. This is the oh fuck, the game's gonna time out, whatever.
Hello,
This is new. Bro, his fucking titles, I swear. I know he's trying to get in the algorithm. He blasted Trend, then aged 20 years. Fucking Lipton, bruv. Lipton's titles, geez. Alright, let's do this. I like that tune as well. I'm already getting mashed.
welcome to Will You Gotta Hello, welcome to Will You Gotta Confuse the Muscles, right, babe?
大王，50公斤哔哩吧挑战来喽！喵
That was bodybuilder and dancing comedian. Let's just call her Fluffles. Showing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on there. Whether it's fake. A lot of this Chinese shit's just straight up fake. Like they're straight up faking it, like, you know. They're such scammy little cunts.
Why most people prefer dogs.
I need to see some actual video footage
In this
of
week's
it.
As If the Smith Machine Needs Any More Humiliation, here we have a solid 3 reps of the Wes Watson.
I think they're messing around, right?
Let's just call it functional training.
Surely they're messing around.
By the way, Wes Watson is now releasing his ramblings from jail.
Okay, another great
Yeah, I heard about this.
f***ing day. What's today? Wednesday. Wednesday what? The 15th tax day, motherfucker. April 15th. Guess what, you guys? I wake right up and I go into abs.
You got 5 more minutes on the phone before bed, hurry up.
Okay, they give us a f***ing piece of biscuit and they claim it's a pancake bake. Okay, this is nothing.
Bro, that's just mental illness. You're ranting in prison like you still got a social media following. Like, you're gonna rant. The bro's gonna rant on fucking like he's still got a social media presence. Like you're not in prison like right now. You fucking idiot. What a moron. What a moron.
Like a pancake.
Watson has been documenting his daily jail routine. He also recounted a breakfast confrontation where he shook his tray to get a second scoop of eggs.
Yeah. This is literally none of this is true. Literally none of this is true.
From a staff member, framing it as an act of dominance.
The best thing about today on an egg day is I shook the tray twice.
POV people have all the room
Literally none of that is true.
in the world and still have to push you out your own video.
What are you even doing? Who is this
Influencer
cunt?
makes a good point. It's just rude that a festival getting in the way of her
content.
Was it fancy dress at Coachella this year? Another week, another clever
I hate these people.
masterclass in life. Av was taken to hospital for taking too many jelly babies. No one likes the yellow ones. He is fine now. Here's what he had to say.
Sadly.
Just got home, that was brutal. All of the substances are just a cope trying to feel neurotypical while being in public, but obviously that isn't a real solution. The worst part of tonight was my face descending from the life support mask. Priorities and all that. Clav was live streaming when he had to be rushed to hospital, and his main concern was the contours of his face after the life mask was used.
Honestly, the sooner this guy dies from consumption of all these drugs he's taking, the better it will be for society, I'm telling you. The sooner he dies, all these people following him, doing all this dumb shit, as soon as he dies, it will be better. I will celebrate when he ODs again and it kills him. I make zero apologies for saying that. I make zero apologies for saying that. Kind of MTC, dude, yeah. But yeah, I'll make zero apologies for hoping that one of his drug mishaps takes his own life. Zero apologies for that. Oh, bro. Well, you know what we're going to do in a minute? Oh, bro, you know what we've got to do in a minute, didn't you? Do you know what? Should we just do it now? We've got to do phase 2 now. We have to do phase 2. We need to do phase 2. Oh, where's that?
Welcome to the world of Street Fighter 3. Prepare for battle.
We've got to do phase 2. Alright.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Yeah, I've been waiting for this. Well, I got the picture.
Okay.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, no, please. Don't do this to me. Okay. It's not. Was that one in a combo?
Let's go.
Oops. That's the combo, it's quick. Ah. Okay, I picked the wrong super. Whoops. That was a mistake. What one did we get? I was looked at the bar and went, hang on a minute. Why is it on the... Why is it on the kick? try it a couple more times? Just cause? Just because? We can do the parry now. I need to start practicing it. I need to practice that.
You win.
Okay.
Hate Army troll.
It's Hate Army, bro.
Hate Army, that guy.
Hate Army general. Doing the Hate Army.
Hey, Army, big ups.
Shout out to Hate.
Shout out for hate. Shout out for hate.
I can do the parry, but I can do the parry, kind of. The combo after.
You win.
It's like optimal. Halfway there, the 10 big ups. Oh, that was 2 moves off it. That was 2 moves off it. Yeah, it's real awkward that, and then you gotta cancel into the super. I always get the fireball. What?
Not done yet. God damn it. We're losing it, chap. We're losing it. Oh. So I'm too far away, it's going to drop. Damn it. Wow. Ah, jumped that backwards. Lost it. She's glitched. Okay, last try. Actually parrying it. And I finally get next to get another one. Change that.
You win.
Next time. We're getting better, chat.
Oh my god, look, in my region there's a S rank French Ken. This
Why is there a
Otana.
muscular man screaming?
Fucking lunatic. We're getting there. We can, like, I mean, I wouldn't want to stand in front of someone with Chun-Li with like no health and never got 2 stocks of super. But I wouldn't be there shitting. I'd be like, okay, I've got to let you warp in front of me a bit first. Then I know how to do it. Plus, like, in an actual match, you don't have to, if you could pull it off in a match, you don't have to jump and do the fucking optimal combo like Daigo did. You can just parry the last hit on the ground and then just get whatever punish you want. Like, I could probably parry the last hit and then input the demon as Akuma and get the demon after the last parry because you got loads of time. People get the red parry. They block the first hit set of the kicks. Then she does the last set of the kicks, and the last kick before the very last one, the sort of like 14th hit, people parry that hit and then kill. If you cut it in half, it doesn't count. Yeah, right. It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. I can parry the whole thing. I just don't have to jump. Like, he could have probably done... Like, I'm not sure how much health he had. But even jumping in the air to get the, like... The jumping heavy kick, he could have probably just done... He could have probably just done Ken's fucking target combo into like Kara DP or something and still killed him. Or the target combo into the fireball, into the super and still killed him. He had to make it difficult for everyone, didn't he? He had to make it difficult for everyone involved. Just being a dick about it. Right. Like I said, I still ain't booted up Guilty Gear. I will at some point. I will plug that in and have a look at some point. Some of these outfits, bruv. Fucking snake eyes nonsense. We might do an early viewing ceremony today. We'll listen to this fucking tool. And then we might do an early viewing ceremony. I'm not sure. We could play some of this. We could play some Crimson Desert. Are we doing quick resume? This game is very sus. This game is very sus. Okay. I just built some stuff. We're looking good. We need some stuff for camp, but that ain't a big deal.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. We've got some quests here that I can't do. Like the lady's got a quest here or something. Someone has. My story quests are like now very much scattered around the map. Oh yeah, I've got to beat that guy as well, that's right. I kind of forgot I had to fight him. Oh my god, the spread is false science! Oh my god. I got completely sidetracked. Massively. Massively sidetracked. Massively sidetracked.
The reason I do my kick stream
Massively.
every single day, and I go to clubs, and I myself to the point where
Massively.
I'm able to actually like interact in public. That's for money.
Looking forward to next week's episode.
How does a 16-year-old look like this?
A lot of steroids and a lot of working out, honestly.
Meet Zayed.
Wow, you look natural, great. And you've got the syringes in your mouth and over your ears. Yeah, looking great, bro. Those are the wrong syringes. What?
Who has as many brain cells as his age? 16 to be clear. Who has just made national headlines for juicing? And I'm not talking about that guy with the unhealthy obsession with a NutriBullet.
We all know that guy.
POV, you got put on the news for being the first 16-year-old to blast roids.
Wow, how... Imagine being that retarded.
That on the resume. And make sure you wear your Togi t-shirt to your college interview. Trust me.
So how long
Just to look completely natural.
have you been on? I'd say about like the last 10 months.
Here is some of his profound content. 7-month body recomposition.
Bro, you look natural, man. 500 milligrams of testosterone. These kids are so retarded. These kids are so retarded, man. You just don't. They just don't. Got no idea the door they're opening that they're never going to shut again. Idiots. Congrats, you look natural.
And here he is with the mandatory flexing in the bathroom, hoping for
you
a
had to
Gymshark
pose in front of a
sponsorship video.
downlight.
And
Congratulations, you look totally natural and you're blasting a shit ton of steroids.
Are skeptical of his
Well
life
done.
decisions. Here are some profound quotes that will put your mind at ease. Why wait 10 years when I could do it in less than a year? So your
yeah,
heart
that makes perfect sense, bro, yeah.
doesn't shut down. If I have a heart attack at 30, I have a heart attack. Always one step ahead. Mum,
Good.
why are you suddenly leaner, taller?
You don't get taller.
Always bruised around your belly button and so easily susceptible to anger? Is the answer too many games?
Oh, so he's injecting. So he's doing those weird subcutaneous injections. I think he's doing subcutaneous injections.
To Jenga. This isn't the first case we've seen like this, even though this has made the news. Zayed, stop doing this. It is dumb.
Do you think you would have gotten on steroids without social media? No.
Honestly, these kids, the industry. What a joke. What a fucking joke.
In this week's I Trend Hard, bro. Meet David, who trends hard and is showing his glow up and health change.
Okay. It took your hair, but sure. Hair and skin.
That dude's phone facial unlock is very confused right about now. Tren is aging these guys like crazy. Here is his 2-year change where he went...
Steroids will age you, chat. If you abuse this shit, it will fucking age you. Take it from me. I don't think it's aged me. I think I'm okay for 40, but I don't know that I'd necessarily look exactly the same as I do now if I hadn't. And again, as I've said many times, I've not abused steroids. I've just dabbled. So, you know. Without the tan, I think it'd be even more stark, Doobie bruh. If he just had like baby face with his normal like skin and complexion, I think it would be even more. Look at the hair. The hair is like, but like just the lines in his face, man. Look at his face and his skin. It's just Wrecked his face.
From Justin Timberlake to Justin is shouting at old woman because he dropped his beer in the lake.
Hat sich ganz schön gezogen. So, wir haben es jetzt geschafft.
Was ist der Unterschied zwischen Testo und Testo-E? Pass auf, das ist wie bei Autos. Testo?
Bro is aging in dog years. David, 22 years old. Natty, wait for it. It's a pretty subtle change, but you may have noticed a difference. In your 20s, there will be some people who...
Oh, it's really fucked his torso up. Oh, what's
who tell you to
fucking
stay
wrong
natural.
with your
Me,
torso?
stay natural.
It's
It's very
bloated
important you
as
tell them
hell.
to off and blast gear. Well, now you put it like that. How bad you want it? Not that badly. They said vegans can't grow muscles. What sort
I mean, he went for it.
of broccoli did they give you? That is Pete, and he's obviously joking there, but his aorta isn't. It's at this point we must be reminded that Tren was developed to build muscle in cattle to improve.
I mean, yeah, he is responding to the gear, but I mean, look at the state of him. You're never going to win a bodybuilding show. Like, it's an ugly as hell physique. Ugly as hell. No one wants to look like that, you know.
Improve the profitability of livestock. Bros are speedrunning life, taking 2 to 3 times what those jacked cows are. Come on, you got to at least do a few side missions first. Here is Pete's 1 year change. Bro,
He
genuinely
looks so much better here. Oh, my dude, you looked so much better. You had your hair. Oh, look at that. And he was probably still unnatural here. But fuck me, he really started blasting here. Destroyed him.
aged 50 years. I mean, if ever there was an advert not to take Tren, maybe that's why it was intended for animals. Growing them day by day, I won't stop. PEDs have significant unwanted effects, but apparently not if you're a 19-year-old woman who takes gear.
So apparently my face has changed.
Wow, I can hear that you got a low voice.
I don't know about that. I don't know
Yeah, that's what happens.
about that. Let's look at the side-by-side of my face before and after gear use. Now let's look at it flipping back and forth. So apparently my face has changed.
Then delusion seems to counteract the effects.
A bicep curl with a limp wrist trains your bicep peak. A bicep curl?
No, you can't train a peak. You cannot train a peak. You cannot ever train a bicep peak. A peak is genetic. And it's to do with the actual shape of your bicep and the length of the muscle bellies and where the tendons and everything attaches. You cannot ever train a bicep to get a peak. You either have a peak or you don't. You can train the bicep to get bigger, and if it has a peak when it's small, it'll have a bigger, more pronounced peak when it's bigger. But if it didn't have a peak when it's small, when it's sort of long and fat, you won't train a peak into it. Ever. It's not possible. Doesn't work like that.
With a neutral grip, trains your bicep length.
No. A hammer curl trains the bicep and it trains the brachioradialis, this muscle here. And there's like a muscle under here. I can't remember what it's called. But it trains the bicep and it trains this muscle here. The brachioradialis. That's what a hammer curl trains. You're not training length. What does that mean? What does that mean? It trains the bicep length. Every exercise trains the length because that's what these exercises are. You lengthen the muscle and then you contract and you shorten the muscle. That's how they work. The muscles stretch and then they contract and squeeze and shorten again. That's how it all works. What a dent. This geezer's also doesn't look natural, by the way.
Bicep curl twisted out trains your bicep thickness. Do
Not
this
true.
with a 3-second negative for 3 sets of 12 to 15.
I will avoid wrist pain for the next 5 years, thanks. Bicep curls are not that complicated.
No.
Yes, we have different variations such
This guy's a dent.
as hammer curls, which can incorporate
See? That part.
muscle groups such as the brachioradialis. But when
What did I just say? The brachioradialis.
we think about muscular development of the bicep, it's
What did I just fucking say?
the same simple muscle building protocols of progressive overload, dynamic contractions, and consistency, growing the overall muscle, and then you will have the aesthetic result. Rather than this sort of nonsense people spout on social media to stand out and reinvent the wheel for attention for their page. That is Coach Alan.
Correct. Oh, what an apt name. Absolute apt name. Alan Dick. Yeah, you fucking dick. Absolute dick.
Alan Dick.
125 pounds, and knowing what I know now, I would never train on an empty stomach. When you wake up in the morning, you've got 60 minutes max before your body starts burning muscle as an energy source. So
Right, that's not true either. That's complete, bro.
just because you can push doesn't mean you should be pushing. Your body doesn't have any carbs and have any fat left as energy sources. Guess what you're burning, which we're trying to put on? Muscle.
I can't believe I have to say this, but no, when you wake up, you do not have 60 minutes to eat.
And I'm not a nutritionist, and I know that.
Otherwise you start burning muscle. I've just got over the post-workout anabolic window. Now you're telling me
the
there's
anabolic window.
Your muscle's going to evaporate window too. End to end.
I want you to tell them, how old are you?
I'm 99.
99 years old.
Whoa.
This year I was 99.
This year, right?
And I come here 5 days a week.
Oh, wow. Tell them, no excuses.
There should be no excuses. You do what you can, you know.
I see you here every day. You motivate me
I know.
to go harder.
Thank you.
God bless.
And I enjoy coming because I like talking.
Yeah.
You motivate me.
Well, that is truly amazing. This has been Shredded Sports Science. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon.
The best thing about today on the neck day is I shook the tray twice when the mother gave me my scoop so that he needed to give me a double scoop.
Where's fucking Watson? Oh. Hey, there's an EXP video. Right, let me go and try and get the cat in, and I'll put this on. Hang on.
This is Jonathan Ferguson, the Keeper of Firearms and Artillery at the Royal Armouries Museum in the UK, which houses a collection of thousands of iconic weapons from throughout history. And I'm your host, Dave Jewett, and today we're getting a taste of virtual Finnish brutality as we check out some of the weapons from Road to Vostok.
This has to be the first game this country. Oh, I'd be amazed if it's not. There's something terribly wrong about shooting guns without any sights on, unless you live in the Walking Dead universe, where it's just standard. I mean, very unlike me, I haven't picked up an MP5 to compare here yet, but that... Maybe I should. There's one just down the way. I'll be right back.
Canonically, Jonathan is never further than 10 feet away from an MP5. If you go to Vostok and die, your game file gets deleted. Your save gets deleted. But there were a few times I went to Vostok, got shot once, and was like, I'm leaving.
I guess that's why I've just noticed, as well as health, energy, hydration, body temperature. I mean, frankly, that's no business but mine. Nobody's business but mine. And mental, which should just say yes, really, rather than a percentage.
Still exploring.
Yeah, you can restore mental by making giant buckets of moonshine.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah. Our extended Patreon edition of this episode is over 70 minutes long, and there'll be a link in the description if you want to check that out. But without further ado, I'll throw it over to Jonathan.
Do a movie tonight. If I get bored of DSP early.
Oh, that's extremely loud. Ultimate audio realism there as my right eardrum bursts.
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault. It happens every time. Now that I'm streaming the clip, the volume goes to max every time. I was about to say, it looks very good.
So Road to Vostok just hit early access. It's a sort of blend between, it's a little DayZ, a little Stalker, a little Tarkov, single player survival sandbox.
Yeah. I think we have an issue with the hammer. It looks like it's all very well the first shot on double action being hammer down, but then the hammer stays down. But early access, if anyone's watching, hammer gets cocked. You can see it getting cocked by the slide coming back when it's locked, so why would it not be cocked? I can certainly vouch for the audio. My right ear can vouch for the audio. Case ejection is that perpendicular thing that we've talked about before, where they just kind of go, they launch out exactly straight, and they should be, there's just about always, there's bound to be some exception, but just about always you get a twisting motion of a case coming out because you've got an ejector and an extractor and they work opposite each other. So any current or budding gun firearms designer, video firearms designers, video game firearms, let's try that again, shall we? So any budding designers out there of not real guns, shall we say, bear those points in mind. They are generic things that have come up in our, by this point, years looking at virtual firearms. I was wondering if it's looking a little grey. I feel like I should have picked one up now.
It might just be because it's in rainy Finland. Everything's a bit grey.
Hey, that's rich coming from a Brit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, finishes vary. Guns can be refinished, and it might just be the lighting, and the lighting does look good. But it looks maybe it's looking a little bit.
I have seen Better Call Saul.
Grey phosphatey, which is the Makarov is typically a darker black looking finish, effectively.
One thing I want to shout out as we talk about all the levels of detail, animation, textures. This game is less than 6 gigabytes.
Wow.
Which seems absolutely mad.
I don't understand how that's possible.
Finnish magic.
I think that one of the main things with the PM is the reload. And very few things get it right. Because I think unless you've got hands on the gun and you appreciate how awkward it is to get that heel release pressed back against significant spring pressure and then pull out the magazine, most reload animations look too easy to me. I kind of have to come in this way around to actually get enough leverage, enough pressure to remove the mag. Guess your mileage may vary.
Probably never play this game, sadly.
The way the game features bolt actions and pump action shotguns is really interesting. You left click to shoot the weapon, and then you have to actually hit reload to rechamber the next round.
Good.
And then you have
Battlefield
to hit
used to make you do that.
to then open the weapon and left click to reinsert one round after the other. So there's a bunch of
not quite as
mechanics in
extreme,
play
but
to make reloading these weapons a bit trickier, but it works really well. It really dials up the tension and makes it feel like a bolt action. It's a really interesting system.
It's quite unique, isn't it?
Yeah, not many games do that.
I do. I instinctively like the idea of using different controls to operate.
It reminded me of Receiver 2's reloading.
I was just going to say,
not quite as intense.
Yeah, the only thing I can think of that does anything like that is Receiver.
But it's meant that because the game just launched early access, there's loads of posts on the Reddit and the Steam forums asking, how do you reload a Mosin? The shotgun is broken. I can't reload it.
After decades of conditioning that you just have to hold down a button.
I kept the iron sights on since it was, you're playing as a Finnish survivor against Russian forces. It felt apt. If only it was snowy.
Yeah, so the Mosin I've picked up is a sniper.
Oh, bro.
I did see a picture of one from the game, and there was a this configuration was in there as well. So
check that bad boy out
for me there. But yeah, as far as the bolt operation goes, that very drastically turned down handle. Realistically, you can finger and thumb it, but it's no Lee Enfield. Let's put it that way. So the animation they have there of palming it up and back, and then reversing to go forward and down, is how most modern shooters are going to shoot something of this nature. The scope view looks pretty good, and sure enough, that sight picture looks a lot like what I'm seeing on the screen, including that very narrow field of view. It's interesting to be looking at. We do this a lot, obviously. I do this a lot, comparing what I'm seeing with what I'm seeing in my hands, and yeah, looking from one to the other, it's quite impressive.
Suitably punchy if you're landing your shots as well.
Yeah, which it ought to be, frankly. I mean, it might be antiquated, but 7.62 by 54 is still a contemporary round for a reason. It had a lot more punch, relatively speaking, than the 303 of the same British 303 of the same era. It does feel like these. I'm guessing this is like an extraction shooter thing, Tarkov-y type.
It's interesting because it's very much a survival game, but it's got some permadeath in it.
Oh, okay.
So you create these shelters, and you can put all of your equipment back there. You're going out of your shelter, finding equipment, bringing it back, doing quests for the traders. But the world develops as the longer you survive. So day 5, a trader might turn up. Day 10, another trader. Or day 15, helicopters start coming in. Day 16, they start crashing. All the way up to, at the minute, I think day 50. If you die, you respawn at your shelter with no equipment. Except if you go to Vostok. Vostok is where all the high tier loot is. It's where a lot of the best weapons are. And it's where all the most dangerous soldiers are. If you go to Vostok and die, your game file gets deleted. Your save gets deleted. So, like, you might have lasted to day 50 and built up this amazing shelter and all this loot, but if you go to Vostok and die, that save file's gone. And I did go to Vostok a few times, and you might even be able to see in the gameplay that I'm jumpier because I really did not want to lose all my progress.
That sounds
annoying.
Yeah, but I suppose it means you can opt into like how brutal you want your experience to be.
I suppose, yeah.
But there were a few times I went to Vostok, got shot once, and was like, I'm leaving. At least then if I die somewhere else and bleed out, I'm going to get my stuff back. I'm gonna keep the meta progression.
Interesting. I guess that's why I've just noticed, as well as health, energy, hydration, body temperature. I mean, frankly, that's no business but mine. Nobody's business but mine. And mental, which should just say yes, really, rather than a percentage.
Yeah, you can restore mental by making giant buckets of moonshine.
Oh, I see. Right.
Yeah. So morale and stuff. And if you get injured or, you're surviving on like old cat food, your mental does go down and it does make the game harder.
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
We dive even deeper into the weapons of Road to Vostok
Bro,
in
getting
our
the ad in.
exclusive extended edition, which is over 70 minutes long.
Bro, getting his
Becoming
ad
a patron
reads.
comes with perks such as 1 week early access to videos, Discord access, and we have over 80 Patreon exclusive Director's Cut episodes and a bunch more bonus content. But whether you join the Patreon or watch along here on YouTube, I want to say thank you for watching, thank you for being part of this journey, and now I'll get back to the video.
And what is that little thing?
Good. So I guess are we meant to be in Finland?
Yeah, you're on the Finnish-Russian border.
Yeah. I guess even if we weren't exactly in, this is perfectly plausible. So we have a Suomi KP31. Nice to see that. The sort of granddaddy of the Soviet SMGs as well. So that's pretty much bang on. There are different patterns of mag, so just because the one on the screen's a bit different to the one I put on here, I don't think that's a showstopper. I think there are different. I think that would be a correct different build standard, or from a different era of the manufacture of this thing. This is an early pattern gun, as is the one on screen. So the later pattern guns have an extended barrel shroud with a muzzle device. This is just a bare muzzle protruding from the jacket. And you can see our weirdly bolt action reminiscent cocking handle back here, which is also, of course, on the model. That sound effect.
Man, big
never
ups.
fired a KP-31 actually, but it sounds right.
Kick
from
support has
everything
been
I've seen.
abysmal.
I mean, it's a pistol caliber submachine gun with a relatively high rate of fire, so it's not hard to approximate, but it has that kind of poppy quality to it that
Big ups for the
seems right
53
for this.
months at tier 2.
Also a lot of movement. Quite a lot of movement of the gun
Appreciate
while
that.
firing. It's sort of oscillating a little bit.
53.
Rather than just staying stock still or purely recoiling straight back.
Weirdly, arm movement is quite a integral thing. You have arm stamina. So if you're
is that
holding the weapon
the little
down,
arm icon
exactly.
that I'm seeing. Okay.
If you're running around with the weapon down, your arm stamina is fine. If you have it at the low ready, or what most games will call the hip fire stance,
wow,
or aiming down sights, your arm stamina will drain, and it seems like that affects the recoil and how steady you can hold the weapon. So the longer you've got it on low ready or in the aim, it starts to get heavier, and weapon weight will affect that. If it's a pistol, you can hold it up there for quite a bit longer.
That's genius. That's completely new to me.
It's really interesting. Tarkov has that. Tarkov does have arm stamina, but the way it plays with this works very, very well. With like the survival element,
Tarkov
encourages you to bring your weapon down to your chest and not have it in the aim. Again, dials up the tension of a game like this. And it's worth noting that the developer, I believe there's a solo developer. Apologies if I butcher your name pronunciation. Antti Liinanen. He's a former Finnish army lieutenant. So it seems like he's brought some of his military experience into some of this game as well. Which is really cool to see.
So what I'm noticing in terms of animation, what
Geezer was a soldier and made a game.
Is probably tied to this
Let me
system,
grab a drink,
this
chat.
fatigue system, essentially.
Grab my other drink.
To some extent, I would guess. Or maybe what's represented on screen isn't tied directly to that. Maybe it's a sort of background mechanic. But interesting that both of those things are going on. And yeah, I mean, this is, these early generation or like second generation or whatever you want to call them, blowback submachine guns are hefty. This is empty, and it's like, still. I wouldn't want to hold that in the aim for particularly long, especially as you don't have the ability, really, unless you fancy burning your hands, to reach out and support further down. You've really kind of got to hold it here or under the drum like this, and you really feel like it's front heavy. Well, because it is front heavy. So yeah, very interesting.
You have to actually engage with bringing the weapon up, so you scroll up on your scroll wheel to bring that weapon up. So it also means if you get ambushed, that's another operation that you need to do to re-engage the enemy. Which again, you'll probably see me being shot at, my character spin around, and I'm like fumbling with the mouse wheel to bring the weapon up and defend myself. It all comes together very well. Very well. There are a lot of people in the Road to Vostok Discord asking me to make sure this weapon was included. I was like, of course. It's a Finnish submachine gun featured in a Finnish game, which is located in Finland. Of course we're covering it.
And in historical terms, as submachine guns go, very significant as well. You do get the sense there of the controllability. You can see a little bit of muzzle rise going on, but those short, rapid bursts is weapons like this absolutely excel at. It's kind of their whole point for existing. Is it just the drum mag on this, or do we get
the only magazine option available so far is the drum? And it was rare that I could fill one because the ammunition was. You have to search for ammunition or trade for it. So I had to squirrel away all the rounds so I could get a couple drums.
And then fritter it away.
Yeah.
Where was the? There seemed to be a flashlight on there.
It's on your chest, or it's implied to be on your chest carrier, based on the model of flashlight.
Your chest carrier.
Your chest rig. Plate carrier. Maybe it's in the mouth.
I know someone would mention it in the comments.
Better you than them.
Exactly.
Although there is a model of flashlight that's like the head torch option as well that you have going camping.
Okay, well, whatever you do, don't use duct tape to strap a torch onto a quite valuable Suomi. Unfortunately, so this looks like an A5 to me, and we do now have one. As far as I know, it's still the baseline model for the 416. There are various other. There's technically an A7 and A8. A6 didn't ever make the catalogue, I don't believe, but there are relatively minor changes. The main giveaway for this. So we've got modern features like the curved or bowed trigger guard, this pattern of hand guard, but we don't yet have a 45-degree selector on there. So ours is in Desert Tan, this one is black, but they are the same model. This is a British Trials rifle that we have covered on our channel, and has an offset red dot fitted to it and a suppressor.
I was going to say, to give people a peek behind the curtain, I did not tell Jonathan that the one we were going to show off had an optic and a suppressor. This is completely accidental.
Yeah, well, we have two of these, but they're basically identical. Well, one's missing the suppressor and doesn't have the offset red dot. I just went with it because it was the most tricked out of the two. But yeah, we only have two. We have an early generation 416.
Tricked out.
And
he loves it.
But happily, it's the right one for the game. So we have our ambidextrous. So the A5 era gives us ambidextrous controls as well. Bolt catch, bolt release. With the right index finger for the option as well.
So if your weapon's got a Picatinny system, you can decide where your optic lives on the rail.
Okay.
So you have the ability to move it forward or backward, which does really affect like how useful it is. Up close, it's more useful as an optic, but it obscures more of your vision, I found, when you've got it in low ready or you've got the weapon drop down. But it's a nice little detail when it comes to making your weapon feel a bit more, you.
They've never had sex.
Yeah. And we have.
All right, told you I'm going to start doing this more often.
Moving position.
My wife and I deserve more time together for sure.
At the same time.
He ain't fucking her. That's for sure.
What optic that is? There are myriad on the market, and I struggle to keep up myself sometimes. This is a Trigicon VCOG, which is somewhat popular at least. We don't have too many LPVO, low power variable optics in the collection as yet.
This new copper, this recorder lig's really nice.
Become more ubiquitous. Whether they will remain so, don't know. So this is a 1 power to 8 power, 1 to 8. Not actually sure.
Pineapple and kiwi. 3.4%.
Capability by the look of it. Burst firing with magnified optics feels a little risky.
In game, I think that the two scopes, or the two LPVOs in game are called the Leopard and the VDU. So legally distinct Leopold and Voodoo.
Yeah, gotta be, I think. Look, that one. It's a very distinctive pattern on the rear of the housing, so it wouldn't be too hard to identify. I'm sure some people watching will know what it is immediately. It is weird seeing that move up and down the rail, especially when it's stupidly far away like that. I'll just get a cheek rest on my Picatinny rail so that I can use my scope. Stock over the shoulder. Still don't have an AK-12. There are very limited ways in which we could get one here. Fingers crossed that pans out. This looks to be the original 2019 edition of the AK-12. with that M4 style buffer tube buttstock on there. That's the giveaway. But yeah, as far as I'm aware, having seen lots of images and videos of the AK-12 over the last 6+ years, this looks pretty good. You can actually get a hint of that locking system for the top cover with that bracket on the back there that's right in your face when you're shooting the gun. Just iron sights here, which for a lot of the time has been quite common. It's all very well providing the ability to mount optics and accessories to firearms, but you also have to be able to provide those accessories to be fitted. And anecdotally, a lot of soldiers are resorting to buying their own, or some are anyway. Hard to know the truth of that.
All the AK-12s I took from the Russian soldiers in the game came bare. I had to find optics from other places to fit them on as I tried to upgrade the weapon, because the iron sight picture is not great.
Yeah, it's interesting. They experimented with the radically different iron sights on the AN-94 and then never carried that forward and stuck to essentially the basic AK pattern sight. Although this one is windage adjustable, but that's an old design as well with a knob on the side. AK-12 pattern magazines, unsurprisingly.
Me finding out that I can indeed put the pin back in the grenade.
Ah, that might be a first. I don't remember ever being able to safe a grenade. Quite fiddly to do in real life for the most part, from what I've seen. You don't want to be fiddling trying to jam a split pin back into a series of holes in case you drop it. But of course it is possible. It's kind of essential to be able to, if you change your mind. Hence the expression, put a pin in it. No, not the origin of that expression. But now that I've said it, someone will probably start saying that it is. Dogs can look up. So, whereas the AK-12 is kind of unsurprising, given the location and the time period, i.e. now, and something you might capture from Russian forces if you're fighting Russian forces, this thing is pretty unusual, but it is Finnish. So I did have to check this one, because I didn't remember any detail anyway. It appeared on the Firearm blog only last year, and it is in fact the KAR, or KAR, actually KAR 21. And looking at the markings, it looks like they've licensed it from the actual manufacturer, because that looks like the right name. And multi-caliber, yes, indeed. So this will be the 7.62 or 308 Winchester version. It says multi-caliber on the side, and the whole point is you can quickly swap this over, as you've been able to do with a number of firearms for a number of years now, to an alternate caliber. And in this case, it's either what's listed as 308 or 223. So yes, if you're wondering what this is, it's that, and it's because it's a Finnish scenario. So we've gone local, which is entirely appropriate. So I'm learning about this as I go, really. It's sort of reminiscent of other weapons of the generation, like the FN Scar or the Remington ACR, that kind of thing. Lots of Allen screws and machined aluminium and some polymer, but it is homegrown Finnish design, so why wouldn't it be here? And it makes sense that they go with the 308 chambering to differentiate from the 5.56 weapons.
Well, there is a 223 variant in the game as well.
Oh, is there?
I think they're looking to, because you can, I might have misread some of this in the Discord, but I think they're looking to make it like actually multi-caliber, so you can actually transfer the gun. I don't think it's a feature yet, but there are both variants in the game.
Very interesting that they would seek to do that, because that's a very good reason to have it in the game, isn't it? If you've got scarcity of ammunition, to be able to have one weapon that you can switch between the two, that makes it more than just a cosmetic marking on the gun or a cool fact to know about the gun that's in your game. You're actually getting to sort of live that aspect of the gun in the game. Having assumed that this is semi-auto only, I've just seen that the receiver on this one is marked auto. So I don't know if that's a conceit for the game or if they really do offer this as a select fire.
Well, looking at the KAR Rifle website, they've actually put a 3D model of the gun up. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. There's a 3D model of the gun. And then under it says, here you can view the Car 21 3D model from the game Road to Vostok.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
So there's obviously a relationship there, which
yeah, definitely.
You know, shows that they've done their homework and have included something very cool. Very
It's a fun crossover, and I also approve of that as a way to have something in there with its real branding, just for fun.
This has to be the first game this gun has appeared in.
Oh, I'd be amazed if it's not. There's something terribly wrong about shooting guns without any sights on, unless you live in the Walking Dead universe, of course, where it's just standard. And I appreciate it on the level of the gun's so sort of modular in game that you can choose to not fit sights, or when you torture me by removing parts until there's nothing left and it still shoots. The theory of that is I approve of, but it's kind of irks me that
that's just how I found it. So I was like, dang, I really hope I can get an optic.
Yeah, well,
otherwise,
again, with this kind of game, that's perfectly legitimate. You might find it brand new in the box. You might find it after someone has stripped off the optic and thrown it away, I guess. I don't know why you would do that. Which makes me question, actually, is there a maintenance or breakage thing going on here?
There is. You'll see in some of the later clips that weapons start jamming, so you'll need weapon repair kits to make sure they stay functional. There's no jamming animation in yet. I don't know if that's something they plan, but if you don't look after your weapon, it will start jamming on you.
You can see there, actually, the magazine well is a separate component, so I'm guessing that's part of the conversion process. Rather than, I'm guessing here, but rather than shimming the mag well for a 5.56, as we've seen with Desert Tech did it that way, you swap out the whole mag well and it's a narrower aperture for the smaller mag. I would guess. Very picturesque place to die, isn't it?
Of all the places to bleed out cinematically.
The car park less so.
I would like to visit Finland. I think the language sounds difficult, but looks like a beautiful place to visit. Between playing this and My Summer Car, that's the only exposure to Finland I've got. I don't think that's a real great representation of the country, especially with My Summer Car. Yeah, you can see this. So this is me fighting in Vostok, and it's scarier. I was on edge.
Yeah, the speed with which you are glancing around and the speed with which you're moving is there's a definite pace change.
And if you're just starting out fighting bandits, you've got no protection. By this point, I'd gotten a decent plate in my plate carrier, level 3 helmet, so I was able to shrug off some damage. But yeah, one wrong move, one shot, that's your save file gone.
Oh bloody hell! I didn't even notice him up there.
Have you seen the AMV 17? Supposed to be the modern successor to the VAL. My Summer Car. Yeah, I've not.
Yeah, it's called an 870.
I've heard of that game,
it looks
but
mostly like one.
Not too much.
So if you transfer the sort of operation mechanics from the Mosin to the shotgun, that's how this thing operates. It's having to keystroke for every pump, engage the sort of reload sequence, and then left click for every new shell. Did cause some panic stations when things started getting hairy, and
I bet it did.
I had the dead man's click.
It's certainly bang on for the current production.
Well, I'd read that the Finnish military police had actually used Remington 870s as well, so potentially something the developer was more familiar with.
Well, I guess they've playing it safe is the wrong phrase to use, but it's like this or a Mossberg 500 are probably, certainly in video game terms, and they're two of the most popular pump shotguns in history. They're the sort of go-tos. Chances are that's what you're going to choose. So you're going to need a pump shotgun, whatever the genre really. Happens to be more survival type situation here, but it's one of those ubiquitous weapons. You need a shotgun. You want it to be manually operated for whatever reason, and it's kind of environmentally makes lots of sense here. Very, very commonly available thing, and with that level of control over reloading, adds something a bit extra. So you get quite a vanilla gun, but you get the interactive aspect that you wouldn't have otherwise. And presumably multiple different ammo types for this.
So far, no, but I think they are planning that in the future.
Yeah, of course, in reality, if you're scrounging farmers' sheds or whatever, you're probably going to find an absolute ton of birdshot, maybe some buckshot, or definitely some buckshot, given the forests and deer and things. Maybe a bit of slug for deer hunting or something. Maybe not super exotic stuff like dragon's breath. But of course, you can always tweak that a bit for game purposes so that you get maybe it's not as available, but if you're lucky, you get a box of something unusual. Can you use it for breaching?
No breaching.
Okay.
You have got to be quite careful when you open doors in case some bandit is behind it.
I suppose in this scenario, there aren't going to be, like, most of the doors are already going to be, like, the locks are already going to be broken or unlocked. So it's not like you need to worry about that. Decent range to it, clearly. Some nice sound effects there. The plastic hull clattering on the wet tarmac, or in this case, the dry concrete, or whatever it is. Nervous press check.
You've got to keep an eye on that thing. Same with the what fire mode you're on. Obviously less relevant for this shotgun. Oh yeah, he sat down. He's not feeling well.
Having a bit of a sit down.
He needs an ibuprofen. What the hell was I talking about? Fire selectors. You'll actually need to look at the gun if you forget what fire mode you're on.
That's good.
Maybe in real life you'd just be able to feel it, but without that tactile element, you have to actually look at the gun and the other side of the gun and say, "Oh, I'm on semi." I
do think you have to be careful of making things harder than real life. It reminded me of my days doing proper flight simming. It's like, this is harder than if I was actually in the aircraft. Can we not just automate some of this? Because when you're actually when you're actually holding something, you, like you say, in that case, you can feel the status of something. You don't need to look at it like this. But a lot of these survival or extraction shooters or whatever, they've got elaborate animations for checking and loading single rounds and stuff like that, which is all great, don't get me wrong. It's not the same thing as the flight sim thing. Broadly speaking, the more little realism touches, the better. Yeah, I meant to double check actually whether we had one in 762 or an LMG variant. I'm fairly sure we don't though.
If the developer's watching this, can we please have the ability to kit this up like the Commando one?
Yes, please.
Even if it's just the stock.
I do have a cheesy grin photo of me with that very gun.
Oh, we'll need that.
I didn't pose with it over my shoulders, though, regrettably.
We'll need that.
I don't have the shoulders for that. Yeah, a fun sort of glitch of history where they couldn't get a real RPK, so they got a Finnish Valmet and stuck that in the movie instead. But without sort of reconverting it to look like an RPK, they left it kind of as was, which makes it quite distinctive in the movie now.
Just jacked it up.
That seems surprisingly controllable.
It wasn't too bad. It did surprise me with its recoil every now and again, but I'd got used to it after a little while. But I did opt to mostly use this on semi throughout most of my time with it.
You could have fooled me so far. You're hosing that thing.
I had to bust out the full auto. Once I thought I had enough footage, I got a bit braver with it. So it doesn't matter if I lose some of this ammo and some of this weapon, because I've at least got a nest egg. So I thought, yeah, let's open it up a bit.
Badly need a cheek piece with that side rail mount with the ACOG on it. It's like 30 feet in the air. Yeah, I would have thought this thing with a scope and on semi would be a nice sort of pseudo DMR, since it doesn't come with the bipod that it would have come with in service.
I was frying them bullets
use
right
it
there
as an LMG anyway, so it seems by default it would be best used in that way. Then again, seems like it's quite effective at close range on automatic.
I don't know if the developer is considering variants of weapons, like Tarkov and the Golden Tokarev.
Yeah.
But if one of the bosses in the game has a commando style M78 Valmet, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, it's funny actually. Arnie runs around with his Valmet with the bipod folded up, and in this case, it doesn't have one, and you might find yourself trying to use it in a more realistic way than he did. But yeah, I want that too.
Oh god, fucking Pokemon. Oh lord.
It's our old favourite, the MP5. That looks good. Slidey sight situation again. I mean, very unlike me. I haven't picked up an MP5 to compare here yet, but that maybe I should.
Oh.
Jonathan is never further than 10 feet away from an MP5. When I emailed you, I said to grab an MP5 SD, although I died immediately after recording a small piece of footage with it, so it's gone. So we're just going to stick with the regular MP5.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so I'm pleased to report, although I didn't say it first, so I guess you could disbelieve me if you want, but what I was going to say is I thought the barrel was too long for 4 of the Trilug. So if you compare that with what's on the screen, because this thing's burned into my subconscious, the proportions just didn't look quite right. It's not Call of Duty wrong. It's just that there's too much barrel here. So that just needs to be virtually hacksawed off a little bit further.
Well, yeah, look.
Now, the one I happen to have grabbed is the old school SCF lower, not the so-called Navy later lower, but otherwise it's the same. Picatinny claw mount on there, fair enough. We've got the push pin.
Few drinks and a couple of smokes, and I'm like, I'm cooked right now. I'm just like,
pull that out and
I could whack that light
that
off,
way around
like,
so that it matches what's on
what's
the
name up
screen.
here in the corner.
You'll see a
and
lot
just
of
go asleep.
jamming because the first one I found.
Let the guy play. I'll just crash out.
Very bassy sound effect I'm getting in my ear there. Nice slap. It's another fun sound bite. We've got the judo chop. I'm not a fan of the judo chop slap because it's very easy to hurt yourself. You've got to kind of come in in an arc, otherwise you hit the stop.
Yeah,
of
I'm annoyed no one clipped that.
Notch in the cocking tube and it hurts. The floaty numbers.
I'm surprised
on
no
the
one clipped that
mags
incident where I fell asleep.
Kind of representing what's in the chamber.
There wasn't a single.
I'm
there
kind of
wasn't a
surprised
single
they
clip of
are
it.
there because I'd expect a game like this to make you count your rounds or like. Try
The
and
best
look
part was just how I
at the
woke
magazine
up at
and
the
work
end
out
of
how
the
many rounds
movie
you
and then
have
was
left
like,
rather
all
than
right,
counting
yeah,
numbers.
sweet, and just ended the stream like nothing
Your eyes
happened.
like that. But
In terms of the magazine, as far as I could tell, it does accurately model how many
It's
rounds
great.
are left. If you've got
During
one in the mag,
Batman-
you look at the magazine, it will.
I was mainly just annoyed I missed the
yeah, it was
half
just
the
green
Dark
numbers
Knight.
That were kind of spoilers as to how many rounds you had left that I was surprised by.
So here's
Mainly
the one that I was
annoyed I
running that was,
missed half the
jamming
fucking
on me
Dark
quite a bit.
Knight.
I think I had to just leave it in the cabin at one point because I just could not rely on it.
The stoppages, the jams, or it's just a kind of generic gun no worky, reload gun worky, I take it. Not any kind, it's not modelling particular stoppages that require particular remedies or anything like that.
Not at this stage, no. Again, not sure if that's something the developer wants to look into with as the early access continues, but yeah, it sort of just disappears out of view. You fiddle with it, comes back running.
The HK roller guns are kind of, they're interesting in a reliability point of view because they are extremely reliable, but you do need someone with some savvy to actually armourer them or gunsmith them so that they stay super reliable. You know, they will break parts. It has got lifed parts in it. And if you found one just in a shed, it may not work very well.
Seeing smokes? Not yet. I've got a smoke there. The guy's going to be here in a minute, sadly.
Right, so the other Valmet is perhaps what most people will think of when you say Valmet, if they know what one is. And it's the M62 or RK62 with its perhaps a little comical, but very practical, solid steel tubular buttstock and steel tubular pistol grip, albeit with a plastic coating on it, and the very distinctive multi-hold handguard. And in this case, the more AK-looking magazine, although it does have the loop on the bottom of it. We do have a more modern one here, which I think the game is utilising.
I've seen all these guns before.
With that sort of almost Bulgarian waffle pattern on it. So almost a parallel universe AK. So you see it's a machined receiver, but it's a different design to any of the machined AK receivers, with a pronounced ramp on it there, which, well, I mean, don't know the design history in detail of this, but I've always assumed that was a weight-saving thing more than anything else. We have that distinctive Valmet iron sight set up where it's on the top cover, so you get a longer sight radius for more accuracy, and it means you are reliant on some...
You haven't seen this one, well, what about the rest of them?
So that your iron sight isn't floating.
What about all those fucking AKs and shit it was showing us?
Notice this
what about all them?
It's got its rear sight aperture adjusted up above the limit of the sight protector, and that needs a tool to adjust. So it's possible to be running around with your Valmet with your rear sight.
This is a Finnish one anyway. You're like arch enemies with the Finns, aren't you?
Which is something I normally complain about video game guns.
AKs exist everywhere in the world. I'm sure they do, but you've seen all of them, haven't you? I haven't.
See that on the AK-12, among other things.
Any general thoughts of what you've seen of Road to Vostok?
Yeah, it looks good. I think I'm more inclined to dabble with this, I suspect, than a true extraction shooter, because it's just a bit... Mind you, I'm slightly terrified by the idea that of the permadeath, or even just losing everything you're carrying. It's not exactly casual gameplay.
I don't care. He is now. He is.
I think just don't go to the titular city of the game.
For people that have been curious,
there's no maybe. There just is now.
Escape from Tarkov or DayZ. I think this could scratch an itch within the single-player sandbox realm. I'd really recommend it to people. And, you know, it just launched into early access and there's still loads to see, loads to do. And you can get a little cat in a box for your shelter.
Okay, I'm sold.
Now, anything else?
I don't think so, no. Not that I can think of.
Cool, then I guess we can finish. I guess we can finish.
Oh. You peaked at Big Plus, I'm afraid. That you'll never be funnier than that.
Fuck. Thank you all for watching. Let us know what other games, movies, TV shows or beyond you'd like to see us cover. Like the video if you enjoyed, and of course subscribe for more content to come very soon. As always, a massive shout out to all of our wonderful supporters over on the EXP Patreon, who, without their wonderful support, we simply couldn't make the cool content we do today. Links to support Jonathan and the Royal Armories will also be in the description below, so make sure you check those out and show those wonderful folks some love as well. Until next episode, thank you once more for watching, and I will see you very soon.
New fade. Oh, wow. Oh, what the fuck? Game bar, what? Delete that shit. God damn it. Delete that shit, bro. Wow, look at the fit today. It looks like he's wearing a pair of like your nan's curtains or something. He literally looks like he's wearing a pair of your nan's curtains. I love his new fade, like his mum took him to get his hair cut. It's so funny. And he has this weird dent fade. The dent fade.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. After 2 days away, it's time to get started with a monstrous, whopping 7 straight days of streaming here on DSP Gaming. We've got continuing playthroughs of classic games. We've got continuing playthroughs of new games. We've got premieres of new games. And it all culminates the end of this week with my mega busting marathon of Mega Man. It's going to be a crazy one. And we hit the ground running today because we got a lot to talk about. First off, the very, very, how can I say, the humble success, let's put it that way, of my Crimson Desert review. We're going to
The video has 8,000 views. And it's pinned to his channel. So that it plays when you come to his channel. Humble success. And most of the comments are disagreeing with him. 8,000 views. And he's like, oh, wow. Bro, how much money is that? King J Hags, by the way. How you doing? Whoa, Russ. You like his hair?
talk all about that because in 2 days, the review has gotten some pretty good attention. I'm pleased with how it did.
I'm going to skip that.
Show you what I mean and more. Plus,
I'm going to skip that.
Plus, we've got a whole bunch of gaming news to talk about today, including the Steam controller has leaked. Someone accidentally uploaded their Steam controller review early because they had early access to the device, and now the information is all over the internet, and we're going to talk all about it. Plus, Assassin's Creed Resynced has been formally announced, and we're going to take a look at the upcoming re-release for the summer.
Oh, that looks dented. Do you know what? I don't even know if I'm going to buy that. I don't know if I'm even going to buy that. The more I see, they're changing NPCs. Bro, I don't even know if I'm going to buy that game. Even redoing an old popular Assassin's Creed can't save Ubisoft, man.
And more. I hope you guys are excited. I am. Folks, it's time. Let's get started. 7 straight days of fun right now. It's time for the Level 1 Podcast.
Right, I need to put some tracksuits on. Sit tight. I won't get a smoke yet.
Alrighty, it's time, folks. Let's get started with the show. It's Saturday, the 25th of April, 2026, which is a little weird. I usually don't stream Saturdays. Usually it's my day off, but this week is different. This week is a special week because we've got a ton of stuff going on. I just came off of 2 days off of streaming, which of course is also abnormal, and I'm coming back to 7 straight days of streaming fun here on DSP Gaming. So I said, hey, let's get started early. Let's start on Saturday, and let's get going with some exciting stuff. Today, the return of Pokemon as a daytime stream, which you guys have wanted. You were a little upset that Pokemon had become a night stream. So I'm going to bring it back to daytime streams this week. We've got such exciting stuff going on, including the premiere of a new game tonight with Vampire Crawlers. That's right, it's the same people who made Vampire Survivors, and that was a viral hit. So Vampire Crawlers, more of a card-style game of that, and I cannot wait to try it out tonight. Plus, the continuation of Mouse PI for Hire and Pragmata. Plus, we've got even more exciting stuff coming up this week that I know that you're all excited for. I am too. I'm pumped. I'm ready. We're going to get as far as we can in the games that we're playing in a short period of time. We got a new release, Saros, coming out on Thursday. And, of course, my mega busting marathon that's coming out on Friday to catch up with the Mega Man game. So, wow, what a week we have ahead of us, right? So, first and foremost, welcome back, everyone, and I hope that you're all doing well. I hope that you're all in good spirits. I hope that you had a good couple of days away from the channel, or did you? Because people were watching the channel while I was gone, which I was very pleased with. All right, I think today, let's say hello to everyone, and I think I want to jump right into some of the good news, all right? So first off, on the YouTube side, who do we got this morning? We got Joseph. We've got Pickle Weasel, King Michael, John. Who else do we got? Sumafer. On the kick side, who do we got? Daddy Big Bucks, Cassio, Tone, John, Spoons. A DSP detractor. Uh-oh, there's a DSP detractor in the kick chat. You got to be careful about that. Lots of people, Snake Sauce, Turtle Sniffer. How y'all doing? Grandmaster Scrub is here. Rebel Yeller is here. Who else do we got? Brian. Very nice. Rocket Baby Bunny. Says first time they're watching. Well, welcome everyone. Welcome one, welcome all. Whether this is your millionth stream, because I probably have done a million by now, or whether this is your very first, I welcome you here to the channel. Sit back and relax. It's time for fun. Gareth, how are you? Good to see you. Dead to me, good to see you. Lots of people are speaking up now. How you doing? Good stuff. All right, I just want to hit the ground running right now. All right? Before we get to shout-outs or anything, I just want to talk about the good, exciting news, right? So as you all know, it's been a little bit over a week now that I have got an editor working on content for DSP Gaming. All right? And it was a bit of a slow start.
Bro, this is insane.
But now things are finally starting to take off and pick up a bit.
This is insane.
So just to show you guys what I'm talking about, if you ever want to check out these new edited videos that are being put out on my channel,
no one
what you gotta
does.
do is this. You got to head over here
no
to my
one
main channel
does.
page. Here
This
it
is embarrassing.
YouTube.com/DSP Gaming. It's hard-coded to that because it's
so
a channel.
embarrassing.
And when you scroll down, you go right to DSP Stream Highlights, which should be the first playlist that you'll actually see. And these are the videos that I have an editor working on for me. And as you can see, they have the most views of anything on my channel by a long margin, right? This all started off 2 weeks ago when I had a montage of me quitting and rage quitting Street Fighter 6. Then we had highlight videos for the premieres of both Mouse PI for Hire and Pragmata. About a week ago, I did a video covering the drama between the Quartering and Kino Casino, and now the last video that I left you all before I had my days away, my review of Crimson Desert. Yes, the review has done very well.
No.
2 days, over
I know what you mean,
9,000
Bobsy Gun.
views, and still going. Now, obviously, after the first day or two, the momentum slows down dramatically, and it has. But it's still going. I was hoping, to be honest, target viewership for these videos, I'm hoping to get around 10,000 views. Okay?
Bro, says who?
But I'm hoping that once people see the quality of these videos and the editing that's going into them, that people will check them out. That people will maybe not check out this channel for the raw gameplay, but maybe you'll start checking out this highlights playlist a couple times a week to see what I'm up to. Okay? So, good stuff. People really seem to like the video. All right? What's hilarious is you still have a hugely divided audience and a hugely divided opinion about Crimson Desert. There are some people that staunchly defend this game and claim that anyone who doesn't like it just doesn't know how to play it. And then there's another group, which I'm probably part of, who say, no, we know what we're doing. We just don't like it. It's boring. It's slop. It's a bunch of content that's meaningless. It shouldn't be praised as Game of the Year material because it has no meaning behind
Slop.
it. So if you haven't seen the review yet, it's well done. It's well edited. I think that you'll very much enjoy the Old Country buffet analogy. If you didn't see the video, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you'll probably get a good laugh out of it. There's some good stuff in there, some funny stuff, some little tongue-in-cheek humor and stuff that was added. All right? So give it a look. Seriously, if you haven't yet, give it a look. Share it. Let people know. DSP is actually doing reviews, again, in-depth stuff.
Let
and you should
people
give it a
know.
look. All right? So thank you to the 9,000 people who've watched it. Of course, that means that probably 90,000 people stole it and watched it, and it got reposted other places. You know what I'm saying?
No one cared. No one
So,
did that.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get full speed ahead. And this week, will I have edited videos? Probably. What will they be? I don't know. Not sure
this
yet.
is so
It all depends
embarrassing.
on how the week goes. You know, there is a new release in Saros on Thursday. We do
Saros.
Mega Marathon on Friday. We got more going on. There may be
This
game news and
is
stuff.
so
I don't know.
embarrassing.
But that's the cool thing is on the fly, I can decide, hey, this is something interesting that maybe I want to cover or highlight. And
Yeah, because
then we
people
can
ain't been
work on
doing
it.
that
So
for the last
we'll see.
10 or 15
All right,
years
so
as streamers,
good
right?
stuff. Thanks to those who have watched. 9,000 views in 2 days is great for me. It far surpasses the views of anything else on my channel, quite frankly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I'm very happy that people have enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
And are checking it out. And I hope that you'll continue to do so. Like I said, if I can get like 10,000 views,
Oh, yeah.
that would be absolutely perfect. So let's see what happens, okay? Cool. All right, so obviously a great start there to the edited content, and I'm very pleased with how that went. Thank you for watching it. I'd love suggestions on more. Let's go. All right, the future looks bright. Okay. Let's see here. All right, I got a couple quick tips here. The first one is from AJ, who says they are my #1 fan. Thank you to AJ for a $1 tip.
The only trouble with this is that I'll forget. That I'll forget interaction buttons.
And then Big Larry Gaming. did
That's the
$2.
only problem
Heck
with that.
yeah, Phil, welcome back. I've been
It
enjoying
doesn't
the
give you
Diablo series with
interaction
the friends
prompts
lately. I'm
like
wondering if you have
at
any history
all.
with Diablo 1 and 2.
So you're just left
We're
like a
playing through right now.
bellends,
I'm a
not
Jew. I
having
can't wait
no
to play
idea what
Pokemon
to
Shield 1
press.
today. I loved Diablo 1 and 2. I played Diablo 1, but I played a hell of a lot of Diablo 2 back in the day.
It still does
got
it.
addicted to it, like many people did back in the day. That very addictive formula of the grind to get the rare loot that the enemies would drop, playing at harder difficulties and the like. Absolutely love the series. Problem is, it doesn't really translate well for a viewing audience, at least my viewing audience. I've tried. And Diablo 3 and 4 both flopped on this channel where people were just bored and did not enjoy the game. So I can't make people like this kind of gameplay. It is incredibly repetitive and grindy, admittedly. Is there a story? Yes. Is it a riveting story? Usually no. It's more about getting addicted to that gameplay formula, right? I actually think that that games like that could work better if you have an audience that
I've done
like
it.
a hangout
I've
session.
done it,
So you're grinding and
Titanium. I've
doing
done them all
gameplay.
on Ranger
It's really
Hardcore.
not about that. It's about
It
you
is
spending
very
time with your
difficult.
audience
You're
and
correct.
talking. If that works like that, you know what I'm saying? That it can work. But I think what happens is people approach it as like, oh, it's a new playthrough that Phil's doing with
It
a
is
story
very
and these
difficult.
elements, and it's not. It's just grind, you know? Okay. So good stuff. And thanks everyone for being here. Really quick, before we get into gaming news and Q&A and all of our usual festivities, let's talk a little bit about my days off this week. I had 2. Reason being, had some personal stuff going on, some things that could only be done during certain dates and the like, okay? But in general, what did I do? I did a lot. It was a very busy couple of days for me, to be honest. We completely restocked the house, top to bottom.
Oh, so busy.
On everything. On commodities, on toiletries, on housewares and goods, on food, on everything. We
Housewares and
everywhere.
goods.
We went to Costco. We went to Trader Joe's. We went to the grocery store. We went to this store, that store. We just stocked up on everything. And it's great because we were basically out of everything. And now we have a ton of healthy food to eat for a variety of meals. We bought various kinds of chicken. We bought salmon. We bought veggie burgers. We bought all kinds of stuff. So now we have a bunch of good variety meals coming up for dinners that are easy to prepare, quick stuff, but healthy stuff. Very excited for that. We're actually having salmon tonight for dinner, which I'm excited for because we never eat like fish at home like that. I love salmon, and we actually got some good salmon we're going to try for dinner. Hopefully it's good. And just a lot of spending time together, which was very nice. Like I said, recently we started furnishing our house and using the spaces that have been empty. So we're actually starting to use different various rooms and things in the house. We have a room right across the hall that we're kind of calling like a relaxation room where we could just hang out together, watch some TV, spend some time on some new furniture that we got for that room. We're trying to decorate it to make it kind of like, what would they call it? Would they call it like the den? I guess that's what they would call it, right? Like a house that has like a room that's meant for just like relaxing or whatever. I guess it would be called like the den or something like that, right? So we're setting that up, and we actually relaxed for several hours in our new room and tested it out, and it worked pretty well. We have an air conditioner in there.
We relaxed in our new room.
And, yeah, just good stuff. The funny part is everything in our living room is old. Like everything in my living room is like 12 years old. It's from when I moved in. That room now has all brand new stuff in it. So it's like, you know, new quality everything. Like, whoa, this is like better than the living room. Yeah,
you know, Kat was pestering him for that stuff.
Anyway, so that's really nice. And
you know, she was pestering him for that.
Excellent. You know, had a lot of time out. We were out and about shopping. We ate out. We had we went to a dim sum restaurant.
Oh
We
yeah,
had a wide variety of dim sum, including what do you call it? Like we had chicken shumai. We had these dumplings that are full of soup. We had shrimp and chives. We had like 5 different kinds of dumplings, a gourmet dumpling feast, fresh.
Oh,
right here in the
lovely!
kitchen. Come on, like, oh my God, this is so good. Like dumpling after dumpling, endless lines of dumplings being fed to us in a restaurant. Like, oh man, you know,
gourmet.
Like not what you get at Old Country Buffet.
Oh,
Instead,
look at that.
like high level, gourmet, freshly made, handmade. You know, food like what you want to go out and eat. Not just
Bro
a bunch
thinks
of
dim
endless
sum at a
slop
strip
coming off
mall
of
is
the heat lamp
gourmet.
assembly line. So I hope that makes sense, right?
He thinks dim sum is gourmet.
So, good stuff. And, you know, we're excited for the future to keep going. We have to keep doing stuff for the house. Like I said, many things that we're working on this year. We're not done with that room. We're working on finishing up that room. We have some more furniture coming for it and stuff that we got to set up. And then I'm going to work on an
Spend that money,
machine,
bitch.
which we're going to get and start using regularly. Because, again, I have dumbbells, free weights. There's only so much you could do with those because of limited space and having to swap weights and stuff. It's just a hassle. A weight bench / weight machine, you know, that has the plates and everything, so much easier.
No.
You can do a million exercises on it.
Not true at all. Not true. Complete bullshit. You can do a full body workout of a set of dumbbells. If anything, a multi-gym is more restrictive than dumbbells. If you have a bench and dumbbells, you can do your whole body. The only thing that restricts you with dumbbells is the weight limit. And for this fucking pussy, he's not at the weight limit yet. But a gym like a multi-gym is generally a bit more restrictive. But, you know, what do I know?
Easy to swap the weights, you know,
with plates. What? Selectable dumbbells or lifting a plate off a machine? How stupid are you? Or does he mean just like the pin loaded? It's called pin loaded, you fucking dense cunt. Pin loaded.
compact spacing. That's what I need. Then I can do it.
How is a fucking multi-gym more compact than a pair of dumbbells? What? Goldie in 1998. where that picture was taken. Looks like Basildon, but it ain't. That 90s drum and bass and Bristol sound. Finish with.
Come to me in those open arms is where I wanna be.
That old BT sign got me right in the feels. That old BT sign got me right here. George. Where this was shot. Again, it's all London. It's all London. Camberwell. June.
Everything. Right now, I'm so limited with what I can do. I can't wait for us to continue on, you know, later this year, improving stuff around here. So, anyway, it was a good mix. It was
Bro,
a lot
Valron
of time
with
out
the
of
100
house,
bits.
which a lot of people say, oh, you just sit around the house all day. Well, it's true. I work at home all day. It's all
Valron,
I do.
big ups with the
But
100
In this
bits.
case, I was out of the house way more often than I was home
I
in those 2
appreciate
days.
that.
I was out doing stuff constantly.
The
But
bits
also had some
leader.
time to spend relaxing with my wife. So it was a good, an absolute good couple of days. All right. And just to reiterate why I need a machine, look, I re-injured my arm. Look at that horrendous bruise. Oh.
What is this
I was working out and I hurt my arm again. To be honest, I don't know how I keep getting this. This is the second time I got it. I don't know. I must be something I'm doing when I'm exercising. I keep clobbering my arm and getting this bruise again.
Pussy?
It's the second time in a week I've had it, or 2 weeks in a row I've gotten it, and I don't know what's causing it. That's what I mean. That's what I need to have a machine, so that way I don't have that risk. You know, machine, everything's just on the bar that you're pulling around. You're not going to get the stupid bruise. I don't even know what's causing. Probably the weight is clacking against my arm. Who knows, right?
DSP, shut up.
So anyway,
if you're getting bruises on your arms, you're a
That's what
fucking
I mean.
pussy and
It's
you're doing
safe
it
too. Having a
wrong.
machine is so safe compared to the free weights where you could hurt yourself. You
No.
lose your balance, or you go for that last rep, you're like, oh, I can't do it, and then now you hurt your arm. Instead with the machine, it's fine, it's safe. That's why I need to get it. So
That's why I need to get it, because it's safe as well. Because he's too much of a retard to use dumbbells. He's literally too much of a retard to use dumbbells.
I'm working on it. It'll probably be in the works for later this year.
I'm
We'll
working
see.
on it.
Anyway, a good couple of days off. Well deserved, well needed. I'm back. I'm energized. I'm raring to go. I'm ready for a 7-day work week. Awesome stuff here on the channel. Fun stuff every single day. Every
7-day
single
work
stream.
week.
Daddy Big Bucks, thank you for the first gifted sub of the week. I appreciate that very much, Daddy Big Bucks. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. So I got a few news stories to cover today that I want to cover, but I'm just curious, what's going on? What did I miss? I've been completely out of the loop on everything for 2 straight days. Like, no lie. When I have these kind of days off, I try to unplug from nonsense. The only thing I've been following is the views on my review. That's it. That's all I cared about, is look at the views. Oh, the views doing good? Oh, comments, improve comments and get rid of the troll comments and stuff like that. That's all I've worked on for 2 days. That's it. So I'm curious, what did I miss? What's been up? You guys tell me. You guys get me caught up. All right. What have I been missing? Let's go. Send it my way. What's going on, everybody? Tag me in the chats. Let me know. What is the word?
It's the word. It's the word. It's the word. It's the...
Nothing. Nothing. Nothing's been happening. Darn. Usually on my days off, that's when everything happens. Like this whole announcement of Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced happened during my day off. We're going to talk about Resync. Don't worry. I got a whole thing here, all this information about it. We're going to talk about it. That's going to be a big segment. There's a Bubsy 4D demo. Oh. Well, I own it, don't I? I bought that collection. I thought Bubsy 4D was part of that collection. So I guess I'll be getting it. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even understand what I bought last year. Brock Lesnar retired. That was Daddy Big Bucks. What are you talking about? That's WrestleMania was the week before. You're a little late.
Eat shit, den heads.
Perlevis made an easy mode for Crimson Desert. That's hilarious. Gee, I wonder why they did that. Maybe because the game's a bunch of slop and the common person doesn't want to play it.
Slop.
Wendy's is getting new food for their menu. For the record, I know what we're going to do for DSP Tries It. All right? DSP Tries It will be Taco Bell this week. We're going to try the new Triple Crunch Wrap. We're going to try their new Dusted Nuggets. And I think they have some kind of a specialty fries, too. We're going to try all the 3 new things. All right? That's what we're going to be doing
Dusted
this week
Nuggets
for DSP Tries It. Fair enough? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
What's up, Max James? How are you? How you doing? So there's nothing. I really haven't missed much. Rose Diamond says Bubsy 4D doesn't come out till next month. The collection has all the previous games. When does the Bubsy 4D come out? What date? Because I would like to add that to my release schedule. Remember, I'm trying to update my release schedule now, get all the games in there. Bubsy 4D release date. Let me see. May 22nd. Okay, let me add that. May's going to be busy. I'll tell you why. Hold on. So the first half of May is completely empty. I'm not kidding. Then all of a sudden, May 12th, Directive 8020, Forza Horizon 6, May 19th, Bubsy 4D, May 22nd, 007 First Light, May 27th, and Lego Batman Legacy
so
of the Dark
busy,
Knight, May
dude.
29th. So the first half of the month, we can focus on playing all the games we're playing and trying to finish up as many as possible before we get into this endless amounts of new games, which will be pretty cool. No, I don't know anything about the LCU. Netcode's Evil Twin says... Hold on. Yeah, Netcode... Oh, we got rated? We did? Who rated?
Wow.
Who rated us, guys? Because I'd like to see if someone actually rated us, but I can't tell because you guys are spamming emotes. It doesn't say anyone rated us. Let me go to the actual,
Figure it out.
actual stream here. No, we didn't get rated. Hold on.
Figure it out, denthead. It's your stream.
Daddy Big Bucks did do 100 kicks. I didn't know that. Thank you, Daddy Big Bucks. I appreciate that. Let me get Daddy Big Bucks on the leaderboard for 100 kicks because I see it now. Thank you, Daddy Big Bucks, for that as well. Cool. I'm glad that I actually did that. First kicks of the week. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Amberlynn Reed left the LCU and is blah, blah, blah to be out of her contract so she can start her own LCU. Who's Amberlynn Reed? I've never heard of this person before. Who the hell is Amberlynn Reed? You have to understand, I've literally never once watched a moment.
Don't lie.
Of Lol Cow content.
Don't lie.
I don't know anything about it at all.
Don't lie. Why are you lying?
If you have PlayStation Plus, there's a discount for Bubsy 4D pre-order. I'm going to play it on PC anyway. I don't even care. How's Jasper doing? He's good. Jasper, we're trying to get him used to the new room. Because the thing is, we have this room completely cleaned out, set up, new furniture, new setup. And we want him to be in there with us, relaxing and everything. And he's not used to it yet. So, like, sometimes we'll catch him in there. And then sometimes he doesn't want to go in there. He's, like, apprehensive about going in the room because it feels all new to him.
Oh, shut up.
We're working on it.
We're working on getting the cat to walk in a room with us. This is the highlight of his day. This is what he has to worry about.
So really, there's nothing. Because I'm asking the audience, I'm like, what did I miss? I want to get caught up on stuff. And so nothing happened.
What do you mean?
I guess not. Am I hyped for the Mortal
What
Kombat
was
movie
supposed
after
to have
the new
happened?
trailers? No, I didn't see the original Mortal Kombat movie from, what was it, a few years ago. I never saw that one. So why would I care about the new one? Do I like PC gaming more than console gaming? There's pluses and minuses, okay? When you have a console, and it's a good modern console, like let's say right now you have a PlayStation 4 Pro. Excuse me, a PlayStation 5 Pro. I misspoke. Let's say you have a PS5 Pro. Well, guess what? When you buy a game on PS5 Pro and you boot up that game, chances are the game's going to work absolutely perfectly the first time you boot it. It's going to work every time after. You'll probably never have to do any kind of setup because it auto-adjusts to your TV usually.
Yeah.
And you can just jump right in.
Oh
Okay?
man, I'm gonna
Seriously,
skip through
you don't
most
have
of
to
this
update
and
your
then we're gonna
graphics
watch
card.
a movie or
You don't
something,
have
and then I'm
to
gonna crash out.
Get new
That's
drivers.
what we're doing.
You don't have to tweak
We
7,000
ain't doing
settings,
this.
resolutions,
We ain't doing this.
upscaling, frame
Saturday
rate boosting,
fucking night.
none of that. You just
We're gonna
boot the
skip
game
through
and play
this,
it.
and
It's
then watch a
simplicity.
movie.
And every time that you boot your PS5 Pro, it's going to work, right? And very rarely is there an issue with a console like that. It's usually just plug and play, instant use, good to go for the entire console generation. However, there's limitations. For example, the games library is dramatically smaller on a console. You're not going to get access to most indie games that usually come out exclusively on PC first, okay? And there's not as much customization whatsoever on a console. You're kind of limited to whatever is in that version of the game for console, right? For PC, you get a whole bunch of awesome options, okay? You can choose to play with keyboard or mouse, or you can choose to play with a controller right from the get-go, okay? You can customize pretty much anything you want with the control scheme, with the graphics, with all of those features that I just mentioned, right? You could get top-of-the-line graphics that constantly improve if you improve and update your PC. You get access to tons more games that can't be on console at launch. The trade-off for all of that is that a gaming PC is more expensive. It just is. If you want to be in line with modern gaming, you got to spend a lot of money on a
Modern
PC.
gaming.
My gaming PC is a $3,000 PC from almost 2 years ago.
You don't need to spend
So it's still good.
$3,000.
It'll probably still be good for a few more years, and then
You
I'm
don't
probably
need to
gonna have
spend
to start upgrading
$3,000 to
components
play
and get a new
modern games.
right?
You don't
As
need to
opposed
do
to if
that.
I just got PS5 Pro,
You don't need to
that's
do
good
that.
for the whole console generation. I never have to upgrade it. I never have to touch it. I don't have to do driver updates. Nothing, right?
You don't need PS5 Pro either.
In addition, PCs can have issues. PCs can have, there was an update. Oh, the update screwed up some of your stuff. That actually happened to me where I did a Windows update and it bricked my webcams. So now I couldn't even stream. My webcams aren't working. I got to roll back the update. Well, what a pain in my ass. That doesn't happen on console, right? So there is trade-offs for sure. There's nothing wrong with being a console gamer. I know because I was a console gamer for 10 years. But now I can tell you, having been a PC gamer for almost 2 straight, because it was around, I think it was August, September of 2024 when I got this gaming PC.
This is embarrassing.
I can tell you, it's just so much better as a creator to have no limitations, to be able to play any game at launch because it's all on PC, to be able to max out graphics or get darn close to it.
Bro, you
know
don't
what I mean?
max out graphics, though.
Awesome
You don't- he
controller or
does not
keyboard or
do
mouse
that.
or whatever I need. It's all flexible, right?
He doesn't
That's
do that,
amazing.
though.
So ideally,
He never optimizes
PC gaming is
anything.
top of the line. I know that, and the truth is, I always do that. Just I couldn't afford it.
Yeah,
Now that I
sure.
can afford all this stuff, I'm happy to have it. But I'm not going to look down my nose at someone who can only afford a console and be like, "Oh, you plebeian, you." I know. I've been there for a decade. I was
Yeah,
stuck
sure.
in console, jail, I guess you could call it. There's nothing wrong with that. You can
Exactly,
get a good experience
Mr.
on
Death
console just
Gambit.
like you can on
Mr.
PC.
Death Guard, sorry.
But hey, yes, I don't think anyone's going to argue that PC is not the best. It definitely is. Dabhan says console gets the big games first, usually at a big time frame too. Depends on the game. Totally depends on the game. Absolutely, you're correct. For example, when GTA 6 comes out, that's going to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive for a while. Until it finally... I don't know if it'll be on Xbox. I know it's PS5. I don't...
No, it's not, you fucking idiot. This is the guy who talks with like so much authority on every single subject. But in reality, this is how much he knows.
I don't know if it's going to be on Xbox, is it? But it ain't going to be on PC for a while, right? That's a good point. The thing is, that's few and far between these days, to be honest with you. It really is few and far between you get a good console exclusive. Like, what was
That'd
the
be
last
one of the things
great
he
console
bitched about all the
exclusive that you
time when he
needed
wasn't a PC
PS5 to play?
gamer. Now it's not a big deal because he's a PC gamer.
I'm going to be honest with you, I can't even think of one right now. Seriously, I was thinking in my head, okay, what was it? I don't remember. So, there you go. Astrobot says the block. Well, that was a long time ago, man. Seriously. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. That was a very long time ago, right? Yako Mighty says, last time I booted my PS5 was Ghost of Yote. Yeah, and I didn't even bother with Ghost of Yote. I skipped the damn thing. Okay, some more shout-outs. Princess Luna with a $5 super chat. Our first super chat of the week. Good morning, King. Welcome back for your days off. Thank you so much, Princess Luna. Welcome back to the streams, and thank you for the early support. Let's get you on the leaderboard. I appreciate that very much.
I've got to see what this is saying.
Huh? Someone tipped $2 talking about Inspector Gadget. I have no idea what you're talking about. Thanks for $2. Not even going to try to understand. Okay. Okay. All right. So, shall we start with our news stories for the day? Let's get through these, and then we'll chill for a bit. We'll do Q&A or whatever, as long as you guys want, and then we're going to jump into Pokemon Fire Red. That's a good point. Let's briefly talk about the schedule so you guys know what's coming up in the next few days. To be honest, it's not set in stone yet. Like, the schedule could fluctuate depending on what's working more or less this week. I'd be happy to adjust it on the fly, but here's what I'm thinking. Today, Pokemon Fire Red on the first stream. You guys have wanted Pokemon back to the daytime stream, so I'm doing that. And then tonight on the late stream, Vampire Crawlers premieres. This is the brand new game from the makers of Vampire Survivors. It's very different.
The fist pumping is
like
the
Mega
worst.
Bonk, which is what Vampire Survivors is like. It's like a card game with turn-based combat, cool retro Castlevania-esque graphics, a kickin' soundtrack. So I'm down for that. I'm excited for it. Let's try it tonight. It's actually on Game Pass. Let's go. Let's have a nice late-night indie stream of Vampire Crawlers tonight. Tomorrow, we're going to do Dragon Quest VII Reimagined. We are heading into the end game. We're in the final fourth of the game, the final storylines. We're actually in the first of 4 dungeons that we have to beat to complete the game. And we're turboing forward and doing great progress. So that's tomorrow's first stream. Tomorrow night, Mouse PI for Hire will be a late night stream. Very excited to continue that game. It's getting better and better. We're actually in a supernatural part of the game with ghosts and zombies and stuff, which is pretty cool. Monday, we're going to do Pragmata as the daytime stream.
Pragmata?
Continue on with the Terra Dome and more. From what I understand, we are more than halfway through the game, so full speed ahead with that. And then that's all I know for now. Like, basically, the week has 5 games, right? It's Pokemon Fire Red, Vampire Crawlers, Dragon Quest, Mouse PI for Hire, and Pragmata. And we're going to juggle those games all through Thursday. Now, Thursday is the premiere and release of Saros. This is the new game from the makers of Returnal. It plays like Returnal. It's kind of like the spiritual successor. It's a PlayStation 5 exclusive. Talking of exclusives. So we're going to play that as the daytime stream on Thursday.
The successor.
And then Friday is the big marathon, everyone. That's right. This Friday, May 1st, it's time for DSP's Mega
Busting
Marathon here on DSP Gaming. We're going to finish up Mega Man 8. We're going to play Mega Man 9 and hopefully get to Mega Man 10 because I'd like to wrap up all these old school style Mega Man games. We got through the first 7.5 last year, and now it's time to try to wrap this up. There will be booze. I'll be drinking the entire marathon. There will be food, and there will be special celebratory animations and festivities all day long to celebrate
he's
the
gonna have
return
videos of his O face.
Fun.
He's gonna use
Very
it.
nice.
He's gonna use
So
it.
I hope you'll be here on Friday the 1st. That's 1 week from yesterday.
I thought that upsets his
Weird way to
wife
put it.
and makes her
This is coming
cry.
Friday, okay? It's going to be amazing. You're not going
Literally,
to want to miss it,
apparently
that's for sure.
upsets his wife
Okay,
and makes
so
her
that's
cry.
the week. We will talk more about this during the week and figure out the exact
So,
games for each
I don't
stream.
know.
Like, let's say we play Vampire Crawlers and we really like it. Then we're probably going to want to time. If you remember, I liked Returnal, but there were things about the game that I just found incredibly annoying. And everyone was like, well, you don't understand what a roguelike is. And I was like, okay, well, technically, this is my first time playing one. Let me try other games. So I played Hades, right? And I was like, this is way better.
Saros.
Like, no, Hades, the formula for Hades was just way better. While in Returnal, it was just friggin' annoying. So hopefully, it will be good. We'll have to see. Hopefully, okay? Good stuff.
Hopefully.
All right. Guys, I think what I want to do, I want to talk about some gaming news with all of you here today. All right, want to do some stuff together? All right, let's start off with a story that wasn't supposed to be a story. Okay? So here's what happened. Sadly, someone made a big boo-boo.
Big ups, Pancake
Because,
Mix.
as you know, Valve is making new Steam hardware this year. They have a whole new Steam machine that actually was supposed to already be released, but they kept delaying it because of hardware cost problems. So that's still in development. But they're also making a Steam VR device and a Steam controller.
Okay, tell us more.
Apparently, no one knew this. They had already sent Steam controllers out for review, which means probably the release of this thing is very close.
Why is there
okay?
a muscular man screaming?
So what ended up happening was someone accidentally
He will be
posted the
using it. I
review
guarantee
early.
you he's going to use it.
There was a street date by which they were basically under like an NDA.
I guarantee you
can't
he's
post
gonna
any
use
information
it.
about the Steam controller until this date and time.
I
It was a
guarantee
complete and
you
honest
he's going to use
accident.
it, son.
Someone posted the review early.
You just fucking watch.
Why don't we watch that review right now? Here it is.
No.
Let's do it, folks, okay?
No.
Let's see.
The rest are three main features.
No.
Scroll function.
Okay. Oh,
look at that. No.
To navigate your PC to whisper it quietly. $8. Meanwhile, the build here is rock solid and the overall shape and it's still half the price of most premium controllers.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, no controller is going to be perfect for all.
I think that thing looks
What does
fucking
everyone
horrible.
think?
I had the other Steam controller and I hated that thing too.
Does everyone think that that's a good value? Does anyone think that that's stupid? Like, what are your thoughts about that
I had
controller?
the first Steam controller. I hated it.
Dabhan says, I want to know, is the controller compatible with other PCs or just the Steam machine? No, it works with everything. It 100% works with everything. It's designed to work best with games through Steam, but it's a standard controller that will work on PC. You know what I mean? It won't work on console, of course, but it works on
I don't know,
PC.
Mel, man. They were rumoring $100.
I guess the question is, if it's not a game through Steam, will everything work? Like maybe if you're playing a game through GOG or Epic Games Launcher or Xbox Game Pass app, right? Or Xbox app, whatever the hell it is, maybe the trackpads don't work. You know, maybe only certain functionality works. The sticks look terrible, says Faded Shadow. Yeah, well, they're Hall effect sticks, which is the standard now. That's like the industry standard at this point. Everything's using Hall effect sticks. The way I see it is, my controllers are all crooked.
Tism kicking
They
in.
couldn't go high end if they wanted to keep the price point down. Like, yeah, my Razer Wolverine Pro 8K, whatever the hell it's called.
Oh, yeah, whatever the hell it's called. I just rattled the name off.
So it's nearly got everything but gyroscope controls. Like, that's the one thing it's missing is gyroscope and rumble.
I love
But it
how
has
he
every
knows
other
that.
feature, swappable parts, you know, customizable buttons, great battery life, a grip, everything, right? All the to-do. They can't really do that if they're going to keep the price point down to $100, you know? What's up, Chris? How you doing? For me, like I said, my initial criticisms is number one, that the two thumbsticks are next to each other like a PlayStation controller, and I do prefer the upper left, lower right positioning of the Xbox controller, so that'll take some adjustment. And there's no grip. That's just bizarre, because a grip doesn't even cost them anything. Just change the mold to look a little different. You know what I mean? Like, why on earth would you have no grip? Almost every controller today has a grip. Xbox controller, PlayStation 5 controller, every PC controller has a grip. That's very confusing. I wonder how many games will actually use the gyroscope controls as well, because right now, I don't think many PC exclusive games do use gyroscope controls, because there's no standard of having gyroscope controls on a PC controller. So they don't even bother with it. Like, I would say most games with gyroscope controls are on the Switch, Switch 2, or PlayStation 5. Dabhan says most mice have a grip to it. It's meant to replicate a mouse and keyboard, so no grip is just weird. I agree with you. Totally. Okay. So it looks good. I'll be keeping my eyes peeled. You guys let me know if you hear before me about when that guy's coming out. I would love to get it and use it and review it for you guys. All right? We'll get to it when it comes out.
Use
All right,
it
that's
for
good
you
stuff.
guys. Use
now,
it and review
as
it
I said,
for
whenever I have a day
you.
off, of course, everything
By
happens.
the way,
right? And so while I had my day off, or days off this week, there was a
use
big
it and review it for you.
announcement. Assassin's Creed Black Flag officially is getting re-released. Okay, and it has a whole bunch of interesting stuff going on with it. Let's go. I want to look at all this news because I got a whole giant
fake
news feed
fan
here
shit
about it on X. Let's take a look at it together in Black Flag. About the
You know what? Surprisingly, Black Flag didn't have the greatest trailer, cinematic trailer. Oh. Do we have the? Do we? Bro, I keep spelling. It's because I'm fucking. It's because I'm fucking. I don't know how many times I've watched this shit now, dude. 4K, bro. What? No, I don't care.
Peggy 18.
They can't get this back. Yes, Mailman, correct. I agree. I agree. Shredded all their best franchises. Destroyed them, ruined them. Bro, this era was so good. I know. Same thing with Shadows.
Sound of iron shocks stuck in my head. The thunder off the drums.
So I'm sorry, but there are never gonna be an assassin with more fucking swagger or more fucking aura than Ezio, bro. The Woman of the Gallows, that's the original trailer. That's the very original trailer, the very first trailer with Altair. The other trailer for this game, the gameplay one, was awesome as well. Rocket Man, how you doing?
Snow is burning my hands.
Yeah, Brotherhood was great.
I am a million miles from home. I'm walking away. I can't remind your eyes, your face.
The other hanging one might be the one for Unity. Unity had Unity was the one with the lawn. Everybody wants to rule the world, but the covered version. This one, I think there was a gallows, or it was the guillotine, wasn't it?
Peggy 18.
Yeah, I knew it would be that or the original. This is a pretty good one. This is pretty good. Again, this game is like gets a bad rap because when it come out it was so fucked. Because when it come out it was so fucked up. So everyone's like, oh, Unity sucked. Nah, Unity did not suck. Just when it come out it's very fucked. Oh. Not sure how I feel about the cover of Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but whatever. It works in the trailer.
Welcome to your life. There's no turning back. Even while we sleep.
Never heard this cover.
Find you acting on your best behavior. Turn your back on Mother Nature. Everybody wants to rule the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was Lawn.
Help me to decide. Help me make
Again, it's not bad, this trailer. This game had a co-op mode as well. That's what they showed in the trailer. It had a bunch of assassins together. This game had a co-op mode where you could play with each other, and there was co-op missions and a little story. I think you could customize your assassin, maybe. Can't remember. Maybe you picked from a skin. The other trailer is the original. Underrated Assassin's Creed game. Underrated Assassin's Creed game. The Elise trailer? I don't know if I remember this one. I don't know if I remember this one. The Brotherhood trailer was good as well. Oh man, that's Brotherhood. That cinematic was good. This was the first one. This was the first one. That's so wild. I like how actually in the cinematic it's mirroring how he does free run in the game. That's pretty cool. Because he's not all jerky, like controlling the free running. Is this Woodkid again? It is, right? I vaguely remember this one. Yeah, decking people. Just decking people. Get stuff. Over 50 E3 awards. I mean, that's kind of wild. That's kind of a bit sus.
Collector's edition? No, I do not. It's been
No.
It's got great gameplay elements that I
No.
didn't see when this came out.
Fake.
Tag me in either chat, and let's talk and chat a bit. I'll do shout outs if anyone contributes, and we'll hang out for a bit before we get started and set up for our.
I know. I just think Unity was the best. A lot of them have got
we'll go
good
on
free
Fire
running.
Red
Unity has the
gameplay
best.
for this afternoon. Okay. So what would you guys like to talk about? Have I seen the Ingrid trailer for Street Fighter 6? No, I haven't. And to be honest, I'm not watching it today. I don't care. You know, I'm turned off by Street Fighter 6 right now. And like I said, maybe when that next season comes out, all right, and there's actually characters in that season that I care for, I don't give two shits about Ingrid, and I'm taking a break from Modern Fighters for a reason. You know, I just don't want to play Street Fighter 6 anymore. Tired of that shit. The game sucks. Okay.
He's tired of getting bodied.
Let's see. Stuart, yes, I'm playing Star Wars on Thursday. What are you talking about?
Street Fighter 6. Let's play. We should play some. Where's Juzzy? We'll play some Street Fighter 5. Where's Juzzy when you need him? I was thinking about booting that up the other day and doing the trials.
I'm ignoring every stupid question from King
Where's
right now.
Juzzy when you need him?
Okay. I'm glad that you like my haircut. Thank you, King Michael.
Thank you, King Michael.
So Vegeta says, I need to do react streams and drama streams full time. It's what you do best. Casino editor makes $15,000 a month, and the casino is most likely making $1 million a year. Now that the spotlight is on them, you should use that momentum to take over the drama and react sphere. Well, a couple things. Number one, okay, I don't think I would ever take over the drama react sphere.
No, you couldn't. You're
Let's
too
say,
trash.
for example, I started doing regular content of drama, right? Not every single stream, but let's say I covered it all the time. Would I see an uptick of views? Well, the one drama video that I did, that was a highlight video that my editor made, got over 7,000 views. I think at this point it's at 7,600 views in a little over a week. Well, just about a week, actually. What about the April Fool's events that I did for LTG and Wings of Redemption? Those streams did well. I made money on them, and they got decent views, okay? But here's the problem. When you're doing drama content, the only way that you can actually find success is to fully become drama content. Okay? Why? Because the audience for drama is very profitable and is very prominent and is growing on the internet. Okay? But those people don't care about anything but internet drama. So if you want to lean into the content, you can be profitable and you can be successful, but then you have to throw away anything else that you ever had a hope of doing.
Excuse me.
Right? I'm just going to give you the perfect example right now, Kino Casino. All right? When those guys are together and they are doing the drama content and they are making fun of someone and ripping them a new butthole, sky high views, high, profits, just crazy.
We're going to sit there, aren't we?
And then the moment the drama ends and Andy says, let's do gameplay. 90% of the audience runs for the hills, and there's no more contributions. It just completely dries up, and he's just streaming for the sake of streaming. Because it's fun. He likes games. He doesn't really make anything on it. If PPP decides to do a random video about a movie review, or he's going to review a burger or something, no one cares. He doesn't get any views on it. It's only the drama content that makes the money. And they know that, and I think that they're okay with that. Okay?
I think that they're okay with that as they make it all the time and lean into it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're okay with it.
Affinity and love
for
games and this community that I have built over the course of an 18-year legacy on the internet.
Bro, this
All
cat
right?
is the
I didn't just
soppiest
start
animal.
doing this in the last few years and decided this is a money train that I'm jumping on and I'm going to have internet notoriety being a drama queen. This is something that I actually have passion for, and I've built up a presence and a group of people who love what I do and are very loyal to me. And I worked very hard to build what I have. A giant legacy of content that people watch and trust and enjoy to this day. You know, playthroughs that I did 10, 15 years ago that people still come back and hang out to watch. You know what I mean? And I love that audience. I do. That's what I have passion for. All right? Now, I understand that I'm 44 years old, and as an aging gamer, that I'm not going to get the attention of the young
aging
crowd. I'm not
gamer.
going to get teenagers coming by to watch me play video games. The teenagers are the ones that watch the 5-second to 30-second clip of me failing at a game, and they laugh about it on X or on Reddit or wherever the fuck they watch it. They don't have the brain capacity to watch someone actually play a game. They're actually just fucking mouth-drooling morons. So all they want to do is laugh at a meme. They have no intelligence level where they'd be able to sit on a stream for more than 5 minutes and actually have like a thought in their brain and a synapse that fires. They don't have that. You know, this is the modern generation. They're all fucking idiots. Okay? My style of content will not appeal to idiots. It just doesn't. I'm sorry. So because of that, there's not much I can really do about it. Right? I just can't. It's you know, I have to understand that my audience will always be limited. It'll be an older audience. If you actually look at my demographics, almost no teenagers watch me at all. It's mostly people in their 30s to 40s. Seriously, that's my biggest demographic. My second demographic is people who are like early to mid 20s to 30s. And then my next demographic is people who are like their 40s to 50s. Those are my big three demographics. No younger people at all. They just don't watch me. Okay? And that's all right. If I were to start doing drama content, all of a sudden, my demographics would change. All of a sudden now, I'll have to start catering back to that younger crowd. And like I said, you can't just do part of it. You have to do
What
it
is
all.
it,
Like
boy?
that has to be your all, your end all be all.
Hard
of
day,
content.
yeah?
So could I be
Hard
successful
day of
being a
running
drama
around in
creator?
the garden.
Yes. I tell you right now, I know for a fact I could do it.
Yeah?
I've already experimented with it, and the little that I've done was successful. It wasn't, oh my God, blow you away successful, because I didn't put my whole effort into it. It was just a one-off day here, a one-off stream here, a one-off video here. But every time that I've tried it, it works. Okay? And I know that if I did dedicate full time to it, I could be a clippable personality who talks about it, and I'd get viral, you know, referral credits, essentially.
Viral popularity.
It's that cycle on the internet that everyone clips each other and talks about each other, and everyone highlights and reacts to each other, and that's how it becomes profitable. But the only way that works is if you are always doing it. Because who's going to come to DSP Gaming to watch Phil randomly talk about LTG once every 6 months? Nobody. But who's going to come to DSP Gaming to hear Phil talk about the latest person every single week? Probably a lot of people if I did it all the time. But that means I literally have to essentially accept the fact that I have to give up on gaming. I mean it. I would have to actually quit as a gamer because it's completely different content. It's for two different audiences. My gaming audience is not into me doing drama, and drama viewers are not into me doing gaming. I know this because I've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was with the casino, their audience came over wholeheartedly to watch me do stuff, and we're like, what's this? Is Phil gonna Phil RTU today? Is Phil gonna argue with COG, or is he gonna say something about Ethan Ralph today?
Vicious.
Or is this just gonna be him playing games, which is boring?
Deadly.
Right? So I know that that's the case now. So that, you know, I'm sorry, but if you were to ask me right now what I would want to do for content moving forward, it's gaming content. It's covering news stories like I just did. It's playing with and reviewing peripherals. It's enjoying gameplay together, having chill vibes, having great interactive time.
Oh God,
that's
he
what I'm all
said
about.
that's the
not about sitting
that's
here
the trigger. Chill
insulting
vibes.
someone that because they want you to think that they actually put effort into their work. They don't. In fact, most of these people who get big pay other people to do it all for them. They pay someone to research and to feed successful on my own merits. That's way harder to do than stepping on others to get success. Okay. I guess 220 is in some kind of a mood. He's already gifted 2 subs this morning. I mean, he's still not getting them banned. He got him banned for April Fools only, then he got rebanned immediately.
Beautiful.
But I don't know why he's gifting subs today, honestly.
What a moron.
Weird. What's my weigh-in? The last time I weighed myself, which was last week, I was 173 pounds.
Wow, that's light.
Someone says...
For that
he's
terrible little
celebrating
pot belly
your
physique,
mega
that's light.
marathon early. Yeah, I guess so. He's already... He can't even control his bursting until Friday. He cannot control
that
himself
funny?
to get to the mega busting marathon. There you go.
I guess that's funny.
Well, thank you. Sock Cucka says, I respect that. Keep your morals. And Skyjogger says it's called integrity. DSP, you have some. Most other YouTubers have 0. Oh, for the record, most YouTubers today do not give 2 shits about anything but money.
Here we go.
Okay, they don't. They'll go, oh, I have passion. But then the moment that they could sell or quit, they do.
Here we go.
Oh, I love what I do. Oh, by the way, today it's time to crush 17 people and make them say horrible things about them in order to get ahead.
Here we go.
Right? Like, all they care about is the money.
Everybody
They don't
else
care
is
about how
scum
they get
but
it. They don't care about
me.
how much garbage products they shill to you to make their dollar. They
What
don't
is
care
it,
about
boy?
anything besides the paycheck.
He's a little
They see
baby.
YouTube
He's
as
sitting
the
like a
same as
little
any other
baby.
job, that I only do this to make a
Hey.
living, right? I do this because I have to make money to pay the bills and support my family. Now listen,
You don't have
that's
a
true for me
family.
as well. But I make tough decisions, and I've had tough times, and I've had to figure out over the years where it was really rough for me because I decided to go go down the path that most people don't, right? The path less trodden, the path of being an individual, the path
The
of
road
actually
less traveled
working
is the
hard
fucking term you're
rather
looking
than
for,
just chasing a
denthead.
trend. I've literally never chased a trend.
Oh.
I just do my own thing.
I've literally never
tough.
chased a trend.
Yeah.
What is
I
it,
don't
my
want to be a
boy?
trend-chasing loser because then you always have
What
to
is it,
trend
lads?
chase. That's what I just said. If you're doing drama, you always have to do drama.
Hey?
If you trend chase, you always have to trend chase. Me, I'm in a position where, because I'm true to myself,
What is
I have
it,
an
lads?
infinite amount of content to make. I have an
And
audience
Kuma, you're the
that's dedicated
soppiest
and loyal
cat.
to me and will follow me wherever I go and whatever I do. And I'm happy and I'm at peace with
You are the
myself.
soppiest
Because I'm
boy.
not standing here doing awful
Aren't
things
you?
every day to be popular. That's a good thing.
You are the soppiest boy.
No, I am not stopping on-demand content by any means, Chippewa. I don't know what gave you that impression. Absolutely not. Joseph just dropped 10 memberships. Thank you, Joseph, for dropping 10 memberships on the YouTube side of stuff. That is very nice of you. A 10-member bomb.
A 10-member bomb.
And that's a huge amount of support right there.
10-member bomb.
Thank you so much, Joseph. Someone just said they never get a sub. You have to be sure you have the subs enabled, the gifted subs, if you're not aware.
A 10-member bomb. Right, I'm done with this.
Did not hit
Get
her.
it. Is
It's
it-
not
do I have
true.
a gift
It's
command?
I'm
bullshit.
done
I
with
did not
this.
hit her.
Have a-
I did not.
Command for gift.
Oh, hi, Mark.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm absolutely done with that. We're going to watch this and then I'm going to crash out. Oh yeah, YouTube, big ups.